Hey guys, welcome to the Livewell, brought to you by Digital Sportsman, where we get together with our community and talk fishing. The show's fixing to start, we're getting everything ready. But in the meantime, we want to tell you about our fine partners that not only make this show possible, but are companies that we absolutely love and stand behind. Groove Fishing, changing the norm of tackle storage. Sonar Pros, specializing in high-end installations across all electronic brands. Go where the pros go. Lipsticker Fishing, specializing in putting clients on giant Lake Lanier bass. Bill Payne's Guide Service, fish with a legend on Lake Allatoona, seasonal smallmouth trips, or even get your sonar dialed in. Brooks Anderson Fishing, guide trips and educating today's anglers on Lake Lanier. Big League Charters, fish with a pro on Tellico, Port Loudon, Watts Bar, and Chickamauga. Money Saver Lure Retriever, designed to break your lure free from almost any snag. Fishers of Hope, benefit fishing tournaments to help people in need. Serve IT, industry-leading IT services for your business. Change the way you manage IT. Turner Tire, Jasper, Georgia's most trusted family-owned tire center. Atlanta Safe House, the trusted source for safes and gun safes in Tennessee, Georgia, Kentucky, and Alabama. And of course, Digital Sportsman, a new way to discover and book unforgettable outdoor experiences with local trusted guides. Go to fngo.com to get direct links to all our fine partners. Get ready and let's talk fishing. Getting ready to go live right here. All right, guys, we are live. Welcome to the Livewell here this Thursday night at Fish, North Georgia. So glad you guys could join us tonight. And if you're watching at a later date, hey, we appreciate you too. Make sure whatever you're watching on, whether it be Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe and do all the things that the cool kids do. So Patterson Calls and Baits is already in here. Doug Rice is in here. Got a few. Ashley's over there on TikTok. So going to have a good conversation tonight. I got Father Time over here beside me to my right in all his glory. Now, you people on TikTok may not be able to see him, but he's here. And then to my left, Alex Purrs right there. And Big Bait John in the comment sections behind us. And then Tony is over there in all his glory. So what we're going to do tonight, you guys are going to run the show tonight. All right? So whatever you guys want to talk about, we're going to do it. But what are you laughing at? Oh, Alex is a stud. What's up, Collins and Ron Swinford? So I want to switch over to YouTube. Same channel name, FNGO on YouTube, Brian. Absolutely. You'll get a better experience over there, I promise you. What's up, John Rudd, Nate Fisher, all you guys. So here's the thing. Over the last couple of weeks, a lot of griping, a lot of people talking about whether it's Bassmaster, whatever. We've been everybody's got their little gripe going on in the fishing industry. So what we're going to allow everybody to do is get your gripe out tonight, but also bring a solution on how to fix it. Okay, bring a solution on how to fix it. So, whatever it is getting on your nerves. What's up, Cranking and Yanking? And Doc Holiday, Tiny Times Production. All right, there you go. Doc Holiday, I'll send you your picture, your tickets in the morning, but I got them. Anyway, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fuss a little bit, and we're gonna keep it civil. Maybe we'll see how it goes. But just gonna, as an example. Oh, well, let's do Ashley real quick. So heard a rumor that BFL is going to a combined weight. What do y'all think? Now, I haven't thought about that yet. But when you say combined weight, are you talking about co-angler, angler? Is that what they're talking about?
I would assume.
I would think that would be better.
I think that was brought up the other day on one of the shows.
Boater and Co.
Yeah.
If I ain't fussing, it ain't my style, cranking and yanking. Sheesh. Listen, I think, honestly, if you want to save the co-angler on the BFL, you do that. Yep. Now, would the boaters be okay with it? And I guess you get a different every BFL.
Well, I mean, do you make the entry fees the same if it's a combined weight?
I think you'd have to.
Yeah.
I think you would have to. Y'all should come gator hunting with me. Absolutely, dude. I'm right there.
Tell me when.
She says it's a random draw. BFL has some wild rules. Acting in y'all, the BFL is crazy. So I think so. Blake, you dropped some logs for me. About to do 5 to 10 in the state pent. Appreciate it, brother. God bless. What kind of logs you need dropping? So I don't know what that is all about, but hey, yeah, there you go. It's not really going to anything to do with the BFL, but wish you the best, man. Wish you the best. Feel like you could piggyback each other. If the BFL goes to combined scoring, then you have to fish as a team. So no more being banished to the back of the deck all the time. They would have to change that.
Yep. Yeah.
100% they'd have to change all of that.
Because the BFL, is it not where if you're a co, you have to be on the back of the boat?
Right now, yeah. You're not supposed to be. Certain things can't cast. Also heard a rumor they're going to a 3-hour time limit on forward-facing sonar. Well, Lord, that's been in the news, Ashley, a little bit. today. I mean, that's more MLF style. So I guess
Yeah, I mean,
but how do you enforce that unless you got marshals on the boat? That would be the one thing. How would they enforce that? Hey, are you going to do some deer hunting for videos? Yes, 100% we are. Dang, Ashley, giving all the tough stuff. Your co will be responsible for applying the lock. Okay, so
it's an honor system.
Honor system.
But I mean, if it's a combined weight, is it really honor at that point?
Right.
I mean, how do you keep it? How do you keep it honest? If you got both of you getting benefit from cheating, I mean,
I do not know.
I don't know.
I do not know. I guess there's got to be a way. Can't they use a little card in some of your electronics that can tell when it's running, when it's not?
I'm sure there's a way to pull up history inside of
I mean, hey, listen, you heard about on the lunch break today what we discovered, right?
I didn't get to watch the
lunch break. Garmin's got a big bite button now. You press the button on your Garmin and it makes the fish bite.
Oh.
And I tried to tell everybody if they would go to Garmin.com and get on their information thing and ask when they're going to be available. Just say we heard about it on the Fish North Georgia podcast.
Y'all just make a legitimate video and do it.
Big bite button, dude. Garmin's got it. You see them on live screen, you press the button, that fish is going to bite. Let's see. Just when I think fishing is all, when you think about fishing in BFL, I guess, that's a tough one, Ashley. I have no idea. Again, not just having that throw right there in front of us right there. I hadn't heard that, so I have to do some thinking on that one.
Right.
Okay, let's see. My biggest gripe, let's pull up Thad Moody. He's got one to start off with. My biggest gripe is people thinking they have to hate your fishing style or you just because you have a different opinion. And then he says it's not me. Randy B is just as bad as major news media on dividing people. Mm-hmm. Alex, what's your take on that?
I don't really watch Randy V, so I make
but
it
on
a
what
point
he's
to
saying,
not click his. I agree with him. I agree with him 100%.
Well, how do we fix it?
Don't listen to Randy.
Yeah, don't listen to Randy. Don't watch him. And if you do, just scroll right to the end so it hurts his channel.
Oh, good Lord.
He does have some. I'm not advocating for him, but he brings some good topics up that you have to think about.
Sometimes, yeah. He does. He does. When he's not fussing about some of the
He's got
other
a lot
stuff.
of damn followers for people that hate him. Let's just say that.
Well, he's like a car wreck. Sometimes people want to watch and see what happens.
Yeah, but you don't see what happens with him when you're watching him live. You don't see it on those things.
No, but when you pull up his analytics on the backside, we got those programs, you can see it on the backside. Yeah, you don't get into that stuff. But no, I get what you're saying. But I mean, think about that. A lot of people, that is a true thing that, I have to dislike you because you fish a certain way. Take a fly angler compared to a bass angler. For some reason, unbeknownst to me, there is this divide that bass guys think guys that fish with fly rods are bad, and then fly guys are like bad. You know what I'm saying? There's certain kind of things out there that just, it's just thing. Ashley says I get hated just because I'm a girl. That is a very real thing. And Ashley, how do you fix that? I mean, seriously, that's one that I don't know that we can fix.
She just got to go kick their teeth in.
Well, you got to beat them like that.
Well, and that's the thing is you're constantly having to prove yourself at that point. I mean,
yeah.
It never stops, really.
She's under a microscope.
She's under a microscope. She goes, I do both. Oh, no, traveling fisherman. Sorry. He does both. He's in Alaska. Yeah, I know. And a lot of us do. But you know what I'm saying? If you go into certain areas, like they just don't like you because of a certain way you fish. You can't fix it. You just got to go and fish and smack them. Well, that's a good attitude.
Yeah, it's a lot harder for the ladies to earn the respect.
It is. I hate to say it, fair or unfair, it is.
Yeah.
Because they think, and some of it is, maybe not her, but some of it's warranted. We see it every hunting year. At the beginning of each deer season, you get that certain female out there shooting a bow and all that you're like, I know you're not going hunting.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have to compete with that.
Yeah.
Then us. So it's a bunch of crap. Stillwater says, let's not fuss on this one. It's more fun to see Father Time get vapor locked. I love his genuine laughter.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, we'll try to make him laugh.
It's genuine.
Yeah. So, and she said this last time, and last time you were on, we got booted. So we're going to try not to get booted. I've already told y'all before I finished top 10 All-American, but it still doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't finish.
She had to qualify to get there. My God.
Oh, yeah, she's good.
No.
I'm telling you.
No, I agree. But it is, unfortunately, just like Thad said, some people got to dislike you just because of who you are, and that is totally wrong. Let's see. Collins, can somebody show me where that button is? You got to go to Garmin.com, go to the info section, and ask for the big bite button. And tell them you heard it here at Fish North Georgia. I'm going to get in so much trouble.
We got a couple people saying Kevin needs to bring the mic closer. I don't know.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right.
Okay, you got closer. All right, there you go. Brian Farrell, make every boat live stream. Only problem with that is that others could watch what you're doing.
It's tough to live stream on the lake though, because you don't always have good service. Everybody would have to have Starlink or something like that.
Yeah,
That's true.
there you go. Can't hear Green Bay hardly. I like that when it's at Green Bay. Let's see. Messick Outdoors. I feel like with Flavinho.
I think having maybe. And he just
Okay, so
autocorrect.
Messick, you drinking already tonight? I feel like having. You know me, though. I think I got to pronounce everything. So I thought it might have been Spanish or something. I didn't know. I feel like having a co-angler fishing, they should not allow forward-facing sonar, and 100% with forward-facing sonar expect that. Well, that's an opinion for sure. Lord knows I ruffled some feathers saying high schoolers shouldn't have it. But let's continue on with the BFL stuff for a second. Thad says the way you fix it is just by enjoying fishing again and respecting your fellow anglers. But that makes too much sense, and that's too easy. That is too easy for people to do. Dave says the co-angler weight added to the boater's weight stays the same.
Oh,
Interesting. So what you're saying is the co-angler division is going to be, I want to make sure I get to understand this. The co-angler division is the co-angler plus the boater's weight. The boaters competing against each other stays the
just
same.
boaters.
Okay.
Very interesting. What's up, Atlanta Safe House? Okay, I hadn't heard that. Have you guys heard that at all? So
No.
No.
very interesting. My wife wants to know where the coffee cup is from, Nate Fisher. My daughter gave it to me. I have no idea. It says something about, I'm your favorite. Biggest argument in fishing, right? Handle, reel, and casting and switching hands. I agree with that. Now, granted, that's not a lot of drama involved in that, but any of you guys that switch hands, depending on whether it's a spinning rod.
There's been a lot of drama here when we talk about
I was
it.
going to say there's a
Yeah.
big battle in social media with left-handed versus right-handed swapping hands. So
Aquaholic. Yay, back on TikTok. Yeah, buddy. We'll try to stay here this time.
Just turn the rod upside down.
You do what you got to do.
I know you did.
Everybody needs to be reeling with their right hand.
No.
I'm left-handed, and I reel with my right hand.
Thank you. Dave.
Bait caster and
That's right.
spinning rod.
That's right, though.
Cast with
That's
your
the right way to do it.
Cast with your
proper.
dominant
No.
hand, reel with
I'm
your
left-handed. This is how I
Yeah,
reel.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Cast with your dominant hand, reel with your non-dominant
Yeah.
hand.
Right, but
I'm right-handed and I reel with my left.
okay, yeah, but a lot of guys will do that with their bait caster, but then on their spinning rod, they reel with the left hand.
Well,
That's the
because
ones I'm
they-
talking about.
I can't
They're-
say because we'll get kicked off of TikTok.
They're probably kayakers. They're probably
There's one
kayakers.
sitting over here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, but that is something. She also heard they're going to drop the payouts again, which again, actually, I wish we were more in tune with the BFL. We're going to have to study it up a little bit. And so Aquaholic says, I cast with right hand and reel with right hand. Okay, there you go. Ron Swinford. And I want you guys to bring some tough, Ashley jumped on us out here with the BFL stuff. We weren't ready for it,
Yeah,
but
she
you guys
came
come
in.
on.
Yeah,
Huh?
She came in kicking.
She also says, I throw a spinning rod and reel with my left hand, but my bait caster, I reel with my right hand. Ashley, I liked you
Aw.
right up until then, honey.
Bless your heart.
Right till then, I liked you. I liked you right up until then. Traveling fishing. What, you got your alcohol down there? You're knocking it all over the place?
Water.
Just water. All right, Ron Swinford. For the tours that allow forward-facing sonar, do not let them use it until you have a limit in the boat. Once you get a limit, you can use whatever you want at that point. That's not a bad thing. I mean,
I mean,
yeah, I get it. But now you you go knock off 5 12-inchers.
Yeah.
it starts
can-
getting convoluted real quick.
It does get convoluted, but I like your thinking, though, Ron. We got your thinking hat
Yeah,
on.
it's definitely good. I mean, good point.
We're thinking right now.
No way, Thad Moody. No way.
Doug Rice says, I can't afford that button. Nobody can afford that big bite button from Garmin. I like the big bite button. Hey, it's there, guys. Captain Jay Morgan. Here we go. There's a divide inside the fly community, just like the bass and just like the crappie. Simply put, we need more fun in fishing and less bullshit. It's in everything. I agree with you on that. It's in everything. But I want to know something we can fuss about for people like that. Garmin going to rename that button the Danny button, and they should. What's up, Farmer? Let's see. Try to find some stuff. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to let Alex is going to jump on it because he's got a gripe. What's up, Josh, on TikTok? He's got a gripe with Bassmaster.
I mean, it's not necessarily with Bassmaster.
What is it
Well,
with?
I just think that the way they picked these lakes is kind of not the brightest.
With the coin flip?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it kind of leans.
You think it was rigged?
I mean, I'm not going to say I think it was rigged, but I mean, it kind of looks like it was rigged.
Look, Ashley thinks it was
'Cause,
I
rigged.
mean, it definitely.
I
worked
know.
out
I know a lot of people that fish Gunnersville. I know a lot of people that fish Santee Cooper and the 10 Tom, and they don't use forward-facing sonar, and they hammer fish left and right.
Right.
And if you can do it on a kayak, imagine what an elite would be able to do.
Yeah, so but you're saying the fact that Gunnersville is no forward facing, kind of like
Yeah,
she
I
says,
think
rigged.
if they really want these young guys to prove that they know how to catch them without live scope, Lake Martin should have been the lake with
the harder lake.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I agree. Okay.
The ones that are more dependent on offshore fishing should have been no live scope.
Yeah, now I've heard that said. I've heard that said.
Go prove that you can catch them, because that's what it's all about. Is the young kids can't catch them without live scope.
Okay, I like that. What do you think there, Father Tom?
Well, the flip of the coin said it all, but I agree with him. If you want the pros to show us that they know what they're doing, then it should be the lakes that are harder without the live scope should have been the ones that they should have depended on.
Yeah, like Santee Cooper and Murray.
Yeah.
That they should be backwards. Santee Cooper should have forward-facing sonar, and Murray should be none.
Okay. Hey, listen,
it's shallow and there's a lot of
Shallow
grass.
Santee,
Yeah.
all of the northern swing make them use floggers for sure. I can't stand the flogger. That is the one thing. You got that, what is it, direction cone out there? What do they call them? What's the proper term?
Traffic cone.
Traffic cone. I said direction cone. Listen, it's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day. Trust me. Go ahead and scroll on down in case we missed some of that. Let's see. Where are we at? What's Farmer talking about? Pull up Farmer right there.
This one.
He's talking about, here we have another case of the minority trying to tell the majority the way we reel is wrong. That just means the minority is right. Okay.
If you're
And the
right-handed,
majority
you
is
should
wrong.
Reel left. If you're left-handed,
getting
you should
political.
reel right.
Now we're getting political.
Alex, you and I, we're on the same page. With
Yeah.
that.
Are you on the
Nobody
same
wants to
page?
switch
I
hands.
cast with my dominant hand. I reel with my non-dominant hand. So I cast left-handed, reel right-handed. And
So
that's
do I.
Spinning reel and bait caster.
Yeah, same.
But there's a reason for it, guys say. And they try to come up and they'll tell you there's a reason why when I go to my spinning reel, I switch hands. I've heard them say it. Now, it goes in one ear and out the other with me, but I've heard them try to justify why they do it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
What's their reason?
What's your reason, Kevin?
I have no reason because I do it backwards too.
You do it like we do?
I cast my right hand reel with my right hand.
So he does it.
Oh.
But you
But
still reel
I
with the
cast
same
on
hand,
the
though.
Spinning reel, I cast my right hand and reel with my left hand.
See, you know what? It might be an age thing, this generation kind of thing.
I don't know. I see
Well,
a lot of guys doing it.
Why don't you just put the handle on the right side of your spinning reel?
Back when I started, you didn't have where you could switch the damn thing.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Just stuck in his
They
way.
were just stuck that way.
Stuck in his way.
Ashley said, I'm just there to take waypoints and learn something new. There you go. Yeah, you guys listen. Keep us abreast of the Falcon score. Oh, not Falcon score, Eagle score. I know it's going to be ugly out there. So let's see. The Danny button. Doc Holliday said it was a two-headed coin. And I'm going to tell you, no, it wasn't. Because Lord knows the one thing, that got on my nerves was Zona. And I love Zona. I mean, I like him to death. But the first time you tell me, and I said this to the guys here, all right, guys, this side means no forward-facing sonar, and this side means forward-facing sonar. I got it. He would do that between each one, every time he flipped, in the circle of honor and all that. Okay, whatever, that's fine. They drugged that entire thing out. That was a 5-minute show that they could have gave us the information, boom, 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 and they drug it out for an hour and a half, and I realized it's good for their sponsors. They should do that. But Zona, I knew it the first time you told me. He did it every single time. So that was the only thing that kind of irritated me. But I don't know if it was rigged. I will say this, though. When he flipped it, he's definitely not going to do an NFL referee flip. It would spin a couple of times and hit. So I don't know if it was rigged.
Was he catching it or letting it hit the floor?
No, it hit.
'Cause I was at work. I wasn't watching it.
It hit. What's up, 706? It was just, but it fell just like we talked about. And you're exactly right. I knew yesterday, we talked about on lunch break.
Yeah.
Gunnersville's not going to be forward facing sonar because they don't need it there. It was almost like we knew. Now, I'm not saying they rigged it because that's the way it should be, but it's like it fell the way we thought it was
If it
going to
wasn't
fall.
rigged, it was definitely it fell into the script like it should have. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, it's not going to prove anything.
Yeah, it was definitely. I mean, I could have picked. I think anybody that knows fishing picked that. So.
I think Clint mentioned it the other day that they had it right with the 2025 schedule. And if what they say is, here's the thing, Bassmaster put out that thing that said viewership on FS1 was up 20% over 2024. Well, if your views are up and everybody's happy and we're making money, why are we changing it up? Ash said it was rigged. What's up, Bible? And then something blew up. I can't say. There you go, Bible Bass TV. What's going on, Mason Roach?
Good gift. Say thank you.
Thank you. Okay. You tell me when to say thank you. I don't know that.
I can't see it, so I don't know.
That was cool.
I say, okay. Thank you. Game in Galaxy, whatever that is.
That's a good one.
A good one. KP. Anybody that only fishes a wacky rig and slips on the ladder of a boat while he's trying to pee and falls down should not use forward-facing sonar. And he is talking about me. And I don't use forward-facing sonar. I don't have it on my boat.
Well, then you shouldn't be talking about it, Dan.
Oh, Lord knows. We got that. I had somebody tell me that.
Sorry, I had to do that.
You had to bring it up.
I had to say it right
if
there.
you're not this, you have no reason to have an opinion. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. Dylan Akins, our buddy Dylan.
Yes, sir.
I use live scope at Tom Bigby, not to catch fish, just to avoid hitting stumps with my trolling motor. And I could believe that.
Yeah.
I could believe that. So what Tom Bigby is no forward-facing sonar, though.
Yeah.
So you better watch out for them stumps. They are trying to vote forward-facing sonar out of our local club here on Clarks Hill. Interesting. I guess you could put the name of the club if you'd like to, but I'm very curious of that. How do you think it's going to fall? Let's see. I thought the way Bass did it was ultra cheesy. Just to pick lakes, flip a coin is a dumb way to do it. The Clarks Hill Committee. Okay. I'm not so sure that it was the dumbest way, but cheesy it was. And it just took way too long. And again, Zona, after the first time you told me, we knew which side was which. We can follow. What are you laughing at?
You?
Me? That's the one thing that irritated me. And I like Zona.
I can tell it irritated.
It was just like, I'm like.
We only talked about it 3 or 4 times.
I know it. I was like, damn, Zona.
And we talked about it twice before we went on there.
Okay, that did irritate me a little bit. I'll admit it. It irritated me.
I'm just joking with you.
No, you're right though.
You're the host. You can talk about whatever the hell you want.
Is that it? You want me to shut up about Zona and his coin?
No.
But your father time. I appreciate it.
Time.
Well, we'll get to it again later.
Let it sink in.
I will. Champlain without forward-facing sonar will bring back some of the largemouth fishing, I think. I think that's correct. Yeah. Agree that Murray should have been a no-scope for sure. And, our old buddy, what's his name? Not Cranking and Yanking. You got a name for him now.
Oh, Griping and Yiping.
Griping and Yiping is in the house. Griping it, and we love you, Cranking and Yanking. Hey, listen, dude, I want one of them T-shirts. Tell me how I can get one of them Cranking and Yanking T-shirts. I say get rid of it 100%. If they can fish without it, then let them fish without it. I don't get the point of having it at all. And I knew you would say that. Now, let me tell you something, Cranking and Yanking. Here, I said something about not having it in high school. Just in high school and all I meant was for the Georgia high school events, the GHSA, not your opens, not your Bass Nation stuff. Just that's what I was talking about. Oh, Lord. Boy, I got popped. I had people coming out of the woodwork on that one. And I was just wanted to be fair across high school. And then I got all kinds of reasons why they said it shouldn't be done. Some of them I can understand. Some of them, Patrick Williams, BB, we were hoping they would not use it on the Alabama. How do you pronounce that? Albemarle or Mall sound? I'm Southern. I can't say some of these words. What is that on? What lake is that on? Let's see. Coker only spins a spinning reel with his left hand, right with the bait caster. We're still doing it. Oh my God, what's done is done. Move along. Fred Ashcraft, hush. All right, hush. All right. Y'all shout out my channel, Tiny Times Production. I'll be doing a lot of bow hunting videos this year. Well, Tiny Times Production, everybody go follow him. It's in North Carolina. I agree the GHSA is tough. Them kids fish hard, but they don't need it when they need to learn traditional ways. And it wasn't even to me about the learning the ways to fish. It was about the haves and the have-nots, just having a level playing field.
Yeah, if you're going to gripe about daddy's money, it's going to have to be in high school level.
Well, but here's the thing. It's like, it's like travel ball to me. And that's what I've been saying. Like for the actual high school, there's only 5 events a year. 5 events a year. And then I got told kids were going to quit if they didn't have it, all this kind of stuff. Maybe they would, but if you can't go 5 events without it, then there's other options, and there are other options. But you would be surprised at the way it was presented that high school fishing was going to end. Now, to be fair, here's what I did. Go play soccer or something, she said. Here's what I did. I called about 10 high school anglers and boat captains that I knew about. And I asked them, this is the question I asked them. If the GHSA, the Georgia high school, went without forward-facing sonar, would you fish it? This is not taking it away from Bass Nation or the other stuff. This is just strictly the school against school stuff. Would you fish it? To some of the kids' credit, there was a couple of them, and they are very well known, and I'm not going to say their names. They said, no, I wouldn't fish it because I like forward-facing sonar. That's the way I like to fish. I had a couple of them say, we didn't have it. We felt like we were getting our butts kicked before we ever showed up. So it was a little bit of both. Then the boat captains, 3 out of 3 boat captains said they shouldn't have it at all. And that's boat captains. Now, that's the boat captains that I knew and that I called. Is that a scientific way to figure it out? No. It's not. But I just wanted to see if what these guys were saying in the comment sections were true. And some of it is. Like that one kid who's very, very good, like one of the best around, he goes, no, I wouldn't fish them. But to be fair, he goes, I also don't fish them. I go ahead and fish the bass. He doesn't even fish that. He fishes the Bass Nation stuff and everything. So he just doesn't even mess with the actual high school versus high school stuff like that. I was captain last year, and we were 1 fish away from making the state champs without it. Good for you there. That's absolutely awesome. Let's see. Gunnersville would have been dominated. We're still on that. I don't think it's my – they're still on you. Go ahead and scroll on down. Okay, pull back up. Go to Greg.
Greg, right here.
Yeah. Love the channel. We'll like it when y'all get back to fishing and off the forward-facing sonar drama. Well, Greg, I tell you what, buddy. Throw something out there you want to talk about fishing. Throw it out there. We'll do it. Do y'all play real football or Madden's? What Aquaholic said. Right now, it's not so much. This is what we're talking about right this second. It's because what Bassmaster's been doing the last couple of days. But there's a lot more that we're going to get to. This is just it right now. So I promise you, we don't like talking about it. Which one?
ATL Outdoors. He fishes over there where I caught that big large.
Just caught a largemouth.
He's one of the few people that I showed the exact coordinates to. I bet he's sitting over there trying to catch it.
You think so? You think he's trying to catch your fish?
No.
He's trying to catch your Becky over there?
I'm just messing around.
Let's see. All right, go ahead and scroll on down. Keep scrolling on down.
We're at the bottom.
We're at the bottom. If there was a high school team 40 years ago, it would have been out of a John boat with just a trolling motor. I guess he's saying I'm old. I'm absolutely old. Jalen Carter just got ejected from the game for spitting on Dak.
Wow.
Woo! Man, you get ejected on the first play. I mean, like early. That's interesting.
It probably caused Dak to pull a hamstring or something. So he'd be out for the rest of the season.
I don't. Can we gripe about the T pulling the lake so much? The TEA. Well, or TVA. He said T, but the TVA.
Hey, speaking of
Go ahead, throw it out there. So let's get off the forward facing for a second.
So there's a guy that does a YouTube. I'll have to find his name now, but he had John Rich, the singer, on, and they were talking about the TVA being pretty much a mafia. I'll get the name here in a minute, but it was actually a pretty good listen. It's a podcast.
The TVA is a mafia?
Yes, it was created under FDR.
Yeah.
And they go in, take groups of guys with them, guns, bulletproof vests, all this stuff, go in and take people's land for the TVA. I didn't know. It was pretty cool. Listen, I'll find the name of the show here in a minute.
So you're saying back then? That's not a mafia now.
No, now.
Oh, it's a mafia now.
John Rich, the singer,
like Al Capone and all that stuff.
He just helped out an 80-year-old lady who they were trying to take her land for some kind of project on the TVA. Like apparently it's a known thing up there in Tennessee. Like it's huge.
Okay, we'll look into that.
Yeah, it's a pretty good little conspiracy deal thing.
Well, like some Yellowstone stuff.
Pretty much, yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody locked the front door.
Why?
We're talking about it.
Oh, you think we're gonna get? You think we're gonna get? Okay. Yeah, I said, man, when I fished Pickwick, they were pulling so much water, it was ridiculous for a regional last year. So they didn't time it right for you guys fishing. And he says, leave our cabin alone. You know, I mean, I guess now looking back in the 30s and 40s and all that, when they were doing those kind of things, I would imagine there was not as much social media, news coverage. I'm pretty sure that probably went on more than we think.
It's the Sean Ryan show.
The Sean Ryan
Sean
show.
Ryan?
Yeah, Sean Ryan show. And he had John Rich. It's the singer, Big and Rich, I guess, whatever.
Yeah,
It's
save a
him.
horse, ride a cowboy,
Yeah.
dude.
So it was him that's talking about it. Now, again, I mean, I don't ever watch the show. I just saw it pop up, so I went and watched that episode, and it was pretty, interesting to hear about.
He says, Doug Rice says TVA thugs. Houston Binkley said Cheatham County TVA deal.
That's exactly it. Yep.
Okay. Philip Hutchins said the TVA was trying to take 5,000 acres to build new power lines. It was a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
We carry enough lead in the cabin. It will be war, says Aquaholic. Oh, Lord, we done got him mad over there. Let's see.
I just found it funny because you hear all the stuff about the TVA, what they're doing, killing grass. We all hear about all that, but we don't hear about the land acquisitions and the things like that. It was a pretty good listen. So.
Okay, we'll have to
That's
check that out. Silverpunk says, my gripe is dudes that blur out the background of their pictures.
Why you want to steal their spots?
Okay, you can say steal their spots, but what about this? I'm like, if you ain't confident enough to throw it out there thinking another guy can't fish, you're the best out there. Why not?
But you don't hide your baits.
No, because I want to.
Because he wants to tell everybody it's tactical fishing.
He needs to use that code Alex.
It's not like the road,
Yeah.
sneaking up there. And
That's right. What'd you say, Tony? What was the code
I said
again?
he needs to use that code Alex. He needs y'all to use that code Alex.
Say at checkout there for sure.
Hey, I've used it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
Georgia Power does the same kind of thing.
They all do. I mean, they're all. But the TVA is actually, it's a federal agency, but it acts almost as a private entity. It took President Trump and the agriculture director to stop it.
Okay.
So
now the TVA puts over $1 billion a year into Tennessee fisheries, says Phil Hutchinson. Is that just a cover?
well, I mean, look, just because the mafia also donated to presidential campaigns, it don't make it right.
Okay. All right. I didn't know this. Let's see. It ain't that big of a spot. My grandmother's place was bought by the TVA when Notley was built. She said they were fair with her for the time.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll drop Hiawassee Dam using Logitech computer camera from 2016. I think they're talking about some of the pictures guys are taking. They always drain the TVA lakes after Labor Day. Sure. And now it's because of what? Flood control? Ain't that the reason?
I think so.
So it is a legitimate gripe for guys that live on those lakes and want to fish it when it gets drawn down. But then if you know what you're doing, like Farmer does, sometimes even with Allatoona, that can, kind of concentrate your fish sometimes, maybe make it a little bit easier to catch. I don't know. Let's see. Not on Appalachia. Okay, I still use my original GoPro Hero low at Soho. There you go. Angler's Edge. Kevin, you're old. You're real old. What do you got to gripe about?
I'd want to know in relatively how it would register 40 years ago, the number of people fishing versus the number of people today versus the population, so that you had a ratio to ratio.
To see if more or less, if it's like the same ratio from then to today.
Because the fisheries are getting so much more pressure today.
Yeah.
Boats and motors are technologically advanced. More tackle stores to buy your products from. I mean, everything's just increased so much, so fast.
Yeah.
That I worry about the environment.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Tell him to switch over. To
Angler's Edge. Look, hey, if you want to go follow us on you or watch us on YouTube, you'll get the whole camera effect. We have one camera for TikTok, and we've got it as far back as we can. And even on our side, on our picture, it shows everybody. We've been told that on TikTok, it cuts off the two guys on the end. But if you go over to YouTube and jump on, you will absolutely see these guys in their glory. Info on seasonal. Okay, Greg wants to. Here's Greg's question. He wanted to talk some fishing, so we'll talk some fishing. Info on seasonal patterns and where the fish will be going and in the next few weeks. Tony, jump on it.
I mean, for me, I had a guy call me today wanting to know about Wedowee and their fishing tournament this weekend. And I told him, I said, well, the next few weeks, I'm going for top water at Wedowee. I mean, because they're going to start pulling the lake down. They're going to start, the fish are going to start schooling up, going after bait fish. That's what I'm focusing on. I mean, you know, and then just similar patterns out there at Wedowee. The little small lake that I fish, it doesn't really change a whole lot out there. But I mean, that's for Wedowee, deep clear lake. I'm focusing mainly on the top water bite early in the morning, just enjoying that part of it.
Okay, Alex.
Well, Saturday I'll be fishing Clint's pattern, but for the next few weeks I'll be 20 foot and less.
Shallow.
Yeah, I'll be looking for largemouth still.
Yeah, so that's what everybody. Underwood has told me that he's already seen them in their fall patterns and all that, which means shallower. You can find a lot. I mean, there's still fish deep over timber. Don't get me wrong. But
I've been catching largemouth shallow for 3 weeks now.
Yeah,
days are getting shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last night was the last night until next spring that the sun set at 8 o'clock or later. So yeah, they're getting to get shorter.
Farmers got a good point right there too. This one right here.
Okay, and then I'm going to hit Angler's Edge over there. The fall transition has already begun. The mouths of creeks are loaded with bait and fish.
Exactly what I'm saying.
That was what I was going to say that Underwood had told me. Dang, topwater doesn't last long enough in the morning. It's saddening, though. Where are you at, Angler's Edge again? King of Bass, there you go, Greg. Hey, listen, though, so I would, though, honestly, Greg, like really, because I've talked to several. Oh, he's in Missouri. I got you. Well, there you go.
Thing.
I would say this, though. A lot of guys that I talked to today and yesterday and all that, they're catching some really big fish.
Yeah.
Got a couple guys behind me. I'm not going to say what they caught them on, but one of them had 3 big ones. I would like to have his 3 fish in a 3-fish tournament on one of our local lakes. But it was a pattern that was up in the water column. I'll just say that. It was not deep. I'm catching more largies and spots for the past month, and a lot of guys are doing that. Yeah. Bull Shoals has been really good topwater. Walt, how many total fish you catch today? Today, total.
7 or 8.
You caught 7 or 8. Largemouth to spot ratio.
Just 1 spot.
Okay, so we're talking about a local lake here, and Walt went over there fish. If you're on Facebook, you can see where he's fishing at and all that. He caught 7 or 8 fish today, and only 1 was spot. And that lake is a lake that is mixed spots, mixed largemouth, full of blueback herring. So the largemouth are active right now from what everybody's saying. This. Let me read Patrick Williams real quick. We are finding both in North Carolina deep and shallow. The shad chase is now starting. Shad chase. I hadn't heard somebody say it that way, but I like that. Same what I've been getting, Aquaholic said.
And we were on a frog bite, shallow water frog bite. It's largemouth lake, and not around anything. Like it'd be open water, shallow water, and they were still hitting on a frog. So the top water bite's coming, and it's like you said, that fall pattern's already starting to show up.
I've been hearing that people like to throw them frogs at schoolers.
Yeah, I mean, it
makes
sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's interesting. So Atlanta Outdoors, who is currently fishing right now, says I can hear fish around me shallow. Right now, he's on the lake. Caught 2 largemouth so far tonight on a big worm. But
he fishes over there behind Habersham Marina.
So he's over on Lanier like that so far now. But hush, Alex, we have to keep everyone fishing deep Saturday. I'm just telling you, like, if you want to win the Sheffield tournament, go shallow. I bet you it's 1 shallow. I bet it's 1 shallow.
It's a safe bet.
Huh?
I think it's a safe bet.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I do think it'd be 1 shallow. And of course, our buddy Andrew Blair. You say frog? You say frog?
That dude loves fishing frogs.
He does love fishing frogs.
He's over catching, what is it, snakeheads? Oh my gosh.
That is one ugly, that is an ugly fish.
I heard they're really good to eat, though.
Yeah, somebody said that it's the best eating you've ever had. But
a snakehead?
That's what they say. I want to go catch one so bad. Hearing his line sing every time he sets a hook.
Yeah, I don't
sweet.
Listen, I mean,
they had to have a
listen, Angler's Edge said, Angler's Edge on TikTok said so tasty.
It depends.
And eel too. I ain't eating no eel.
You will.
Well, I would try. Guys, I'll try everything.
Pretty good.
Huh?
It's actually pretty good. Some eel.
Compare it to a fish that I know. Is it anything like crappie or walleye?
Mudfish.
No.
Okay, what's the difference in an eel? Or is it more like squid, like chewy?
Yeah, I think it's kind of more like a squid or an octopus.
He says it's better. Angler's Edge. Listen, I think that Missouri weather or something's getting in your head up there. Like you're telling me eel is. He said it's meaty.
Meaty.
How's your fish? Meaty.
Meaty.
So Andrew says that's why they got brought here, because they're such good eating.
Oh, yeah, he said better, Danny. I don't believe y'all. Closer to beefy. Listen, beefy is not the word I want to hear with my fish. Like, I don't know, the other white meat. So snakehead tastes better than walleye.
Wow. I've never had walleye though. So
Walleye is
Walleye's
good,
pretty
I
dude.
heard it's
dude.
really good.
Yeah.
It is really good. Now pull up Ron right below him. He goes, more for us. He's like, yeah, you don't have to like it. More for me. Walleye is one ugly fish too, but tastes great. Maybe the snakeheads are the same way. Maybe. I don't know. Now, Aquaholic says walleye is on top. Snakehead, Lane Holt Fishing. Pull him up right there. Snakehead is on my bucket list. Never caught one. I have not, but I think Farmer caught one on Gunnersville when we went over there. He caught something like that,
I don't know.
or he hooked it or something like that. Darian Moss says, I still have not eaten a herring on the show. I have told you guys what it would require. I'm not going and buying one. If one of you guys will bring that, he caught a bowfin. If one of you guys will bring that herring up to me, I will eat it live on the show. The eye socket meat from carp.
Okie doke.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, now
That's
listen.
some Missouri stuff right there.
Oh, yeah, that's
Deliver it.
Get Messick up here.
Where's
Because
Messick
he's
up
talking
there?
about the Bartram's bass, and that's not a new species.
that is not a
It's
new
not.
species of bass, dude. They've been
It just got hot on the internet again because somebody published an article. It got peer-reviewed article, got published, and
Yeah.
everybody took
Yeah.
off with it.
that's been on George's like slam.
Dave said, I only been fishing 10 minutes, and I know what a Bartram's bass is.
Yeah. He says that's a delicacy in other countries, that eye socket meat from carp. I will tell you this, the roe from mullet, 100% goes overseas. When we were down there filming for the Real American Road Trip, we had to squeeze them out, and if the eggs came out, it was a female that went into one bucket, and if white come out, it was a male that went into the other bucket. Well, those females, all them eggs, they would cut them jokers open, and they would send them overseas to the Orient. Is that a nice way to say all that? Can I say the Orient? Asia?
We'll find out in a few minutes.
Asia?
Yeah.
All right, like that. Let's see. Walleye is the golden. Brian Latimer made a video about snakehead being the best tasting fish. Asia. There you go. Aquaholic says Asia is the way I should have said it. Like that.
I want to clarify something real quick down here, Dave. Dave, I've never eaten a snakehead. I've just heard it tasted good, and I will not eat mayonnaise.
He won't eat mayo.
Well,
dude.
I won't eat mayonnaise either.
I'll eat
though.
it in like chicken salad and egg salad, but I'm not eating it on a sandwich. So
like
there we go.
I would eat spoonful of just mayo right out the jar.
That's just disgusting.
Thank
It's
you.
nothing but eggs and oil, dude.
That is disgusting.
I agree with that. Not like mayonnaise.
Fresh caught halibut is my favorite. I like that. I actually like tuna steaks, like rare. Just singe the outside a little bit and let me have that joker.
That's really good for a salad.
It is if it's done right. If it's done right, for sure it is. All right, let's see. Andrew says he's going to get me some. Don't worry. What are you going to do? Like mail it to me? How am I going to get some from Andrew?
Yeah, bring it.
Bring it. Okay, I'll eat it. I will. Let's see. If one of the guys up there will go get it, I'll cash app them for it. Messick, there ain't no place open right now that's selling herring. But again, I ain't scared. I'll eat the thing. I thought let's see. Messick says, and I thought, so they're not that common where I am. The comments on that post had me laughing. I don't know what you're talking about there.
He's talking about the Bartram bass. He's talking about
Oh, the Bartram bass. But I mean, it's there. Like it's been like on the Georgia Slam
Yeah.
list for like years.
So, from what I read on the article, somebody sent me the article, and what I read was University of Georgia students did a paper in 22, 23, somewhere around in that time frame, and it just got peer reviewed, which means it got published in a national accepted journal, whatever.
And so that's official.
And so now all the news channels just picked up that it was a rare new breed of bass, and it's not. I mean, it's been around forever.
Well, I saw it and I said, that's a Bartram's, and I just shared it on the group page.
Yeah.
But like I looked at it, I'm like, that looks like a Bartram's. to
I
me.
had like 3 people send it to me. I'm like, yeah, it's been.
That looks like a Bartram. Okay. All right, let's see. It's un-American not to eat mayo. I agree 100%. Andrew says bring it. He said he's going to bring it. Okay, so Tony, also called a red-eye bass, right?
No.
Actually, no.
No.
Red-eye bass here in Georgia are totally different than a Bartram's. What's funny is not all red-eye. They don't really have red eyes.
No.
Right.
The red-eye bass, called the red-eye bass, do not have red eyes. My favorite fish to eat is spotted trout. I get that. I've seen people saying they've caught them for years in the Mississippi. I don't believe that, and I don't think so either. I think, and it's a small. Even though they said it's in the Savannah, it's like there's more places to catch them than just a Savannah. Because somebody caught one. Do any of y'all or have y'all eaten bass out of Allatoona?
Yes, I have.
They have, and I'm going to tell you, I'm not. He says it's good. I'm not going to eat it. I don't eat fish out of any big reservoir.
I mean, I ate some spotted bass.
I'll eat them. I'll catch them over at Latham, though.
Caught during the wintertime. Caught during the wintertime.
Do you know that when Fluke Master was on here, he was talking about catching crappies, and he only keeps crappies in the winter because that's when the meat's the best. But in the summer, they got worms and all parasites, and he won't do that.
You don't see the worms as much in the winter.
You don't see them as much. Angler's Edge wants to know who eats bass. Gross. Well, listen, spotted bass are good, dude.
Yeah, spotted bass are real good.
Largemouth, not so much. Spotted bass are pretty tasty. Yeah, they're good. They're good firm meat. It's got to be Duke's or Mayo. Duke's, Mayo, or Hellman's. Not Hellman's, Tony. Oh, I don't like Hellman's. Y'all, I ain't even gonna ask you what you guys like. Let's see.
Mustard.
Which type of mayo? That's the key. Our friendship rides on it. Listen, I eat Blue Plate and Duke's.
Listen, we can be friends because you get all the mayonnaise you want. You won't ever have to worry about me competing for.
That's
it.
right. Yeah, bring on that mayo. Kyle says bass is good eating. No red eye are completely different subspecies of black bass. Duke's for the win. Would y'all rather have the fall bite or the winter bite? Justin.
Fall.
Winter. I'm a winter guy. I just like the winter. Look, watch your big bags in the tournaments here on Lanier and all that. December,
And you're right.
January, February. That's when the big girls eat. But now your fishing might be faster in the fall. I can't fuss it, but I like the winter bite myself. The guys behind me said the fall. So, I don't think you can go wrong either way. Red eye bass fry up great. And everybody's Blue Plate. Tony's next sponsor is Duke's Mayo. Black sea bass are top notch. That I've had. Spots are delicious. Smaller spots are not bad. I got another vote for Duke's. Duke's, there we go. Blue Plate or Duke's by the spoonful. Listen, Angler's Edge, I'm getting ready to get him on TikTok. He says bass eaters are like the banjo players of the guitar world. Go ahead, Tony.
I play the banjo.
Hey, listen.
Well, I used to. I don't anymore.
Yeah. Listen, Deliverance was filmed right up the road here. Andrew Young says finding wolf packs in the fall is fun. Now, I agree with you on there. They do pack up really heavily in the fall, the spotted bass do. They got a brawl on the football after a kickoff. We must be missing a great football game like that. So I'll go home and watch it. Winter for sure, Doug Rice said. Caught some pigs in the winter. Fall is more fun than winter just because of the top water. Now, you don't get much top water in the winter. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I like the winter because there's no pleasure boaters out there.
Yeah.
Amen.
100%.
Get the lake to yourself.
Angler's Edge wants to know, what's our favorite winter lure? The glide bait. Listen to the guy behind me, glide bait. How about you, Kevin? Jig? I know what you're going to say.
What?
Shaky head.
No.
Really? I'm shocked by that. What?
I like a ditch digger or a spot choker.
So you like to go into the ditches and do that?
Yes, sir.
All right. What about you, Tony?
I don't know. I really, last year with that jigging spoon, that was so much fun.
You like the jigging
so
spoon?
Much fun.
I actually catch more fish on a shaky head in the winter than I do spring, summer, or fall. I don't know why it is. I'll throw a shaky head right down the middle of a ditch and just slow roll it down that ditch.
Well,
Now I do throw the ditch diggers and stuff like that too, but I find it to be all right. Now maybe that's just me. Battling banjos is a real thing in this area. He wants you to know, Farmer does. And Justin Ramos says 100%. I think he's agreeing with me. I think maybe he might be the first guy in the history of this show that actually agreed with me.
When you say best bait in winter, are you talking about specifically for Lanier, or are you talking about in general?
Well, I'm going with Lanier.
Okay, I just wondered with the answers we were getting,
Okay.
the spot choker and so forth.
Well, spot choker,
yeah,
the underspin.
I pretty much exclusively fish Lake Lanier other than the occasional weekend trip to Latham.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Alabama rig for me in the winter. Bucktail. There's my buddy John Phillips. What's up, shaky headers? All right. Appreciate the spirited conversation with you there, John. And Doug Rice killed him on a shaky head last winter on Weedawee. I love saying Weedawee. I know it's Wedowee, but I think Weedawee, it sounds better.
Doug is absolutely right. The shaky head, soft plastics on Wedowee, they will get bit. He's not wrong.
Now, Captain Jay Morgan is throwing one out here that he's not exactly wrong. And somebody probably in Big Canoe has done croaked a little bit. Is that a fire truck?
Yeah.
TVA.
That's it. TVA is
Yeah,
here.
they're coming
The
in.
That's how
TVA
you
is
know
here.
you're
They're
in the
coming in.
country,
They're
'cause they
coming in.
got them fire trucks from the 40s.
Buzz bait under the right conditions. Under the right cold conditions. And I always tell the story about old Keith White in the electric only tournament. It was January, the day of Jimbo's expo in Cumming. We were there. It was windy, like 20-mile-an-hour winds. It was like 32, 33 degrees and spitting snow. They were fishing in Dahlonega. That was in Cumming. They were in Dahlonega fishing. He wasn't getting bit on nothing. And he just pulled out a buzz bait and won the tournament in the last hour and a half in that kind of conditions on a buzz bait. Small lake.
Yep.
But a buzz bait.
I'll tell you another, my absolute favorite. I just realized it. Jerk bait.
Yeah,
Wintertime,
jerk bait's a good
oh
one.
my gosh. You can get bit on anything. I mean, jerk bait gets it almost every time for me.
In the winter?
Yes.
You know who else was talking about a buzz bait in the wintertime was Kaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaz was talking about.
But it
throwing
goes
buzz bait
against a
in the
lot of your
wintertime.
nature to pick up a buzz bait when it's really, really cold. Now, listen. John Phillips has been cleaning fish and getting ready for the dove hunt Saturday. A lot of guys are. A lot of guys are going dove hunting. John Aldridge says slow rolling a wobblehead or a burrito in the winter. So that is a buka bait, that burrito, that big swim bait.
I've been getting tore up on a wobblehead lately.
I have yet to fish it, but I saw your video.
Man,
Yeah.
they've been killing it.
I watched your video. I can go to any lake in the winter and catch fish on a Demiki. Farmer is right, and I know Farmer's little technique to do it because I do that as well, and it works. It absolutely works. Cranking and yanking, no surprise. Crankbait.
Did he say crankbait?
He said
Did he
crankbait.
say crankbait?
Now I will tell you this. Listen. I said shaky head, but I throw the hell out of a Spro rock crawler when it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I will throw
do
that
too.
crankbait, and I'll probably throw it first
Yeah.
before I get any soft plastics up.
Yeah, it definitely comes out of the boat out on the deck before the soft plastics. Do.
That's right. So swim jig and the jackhammer in the winter has caught more fish than any other, says the traveling fisherman. Andrew Young says waking a big double Colorado blade spinner bait in the winter. Double Colorado. There you go. I mean, he's putting out some thump. And the Aquaholic says waiting for some J-Bro plastic to come so I can try on in there. Be very interesting to see. Let us know how that works. And then Silverpunk says, I prefer electric-only reservoirs. Don't have to worry about them annoying wake boaters and jet skis for sure.
Yeah, but
100%.
they can fire the fish up.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah,
No, they can't on a big lake. On a big lake, they can. They absolutely can. Because sometimes I've seen Underwood just go on a hump. He'll take that boat and he'll go, and we're just going around it a couple times before we sit down and make our cast. First time I didn't know what he was doing. I'm like, what's going on here? He goes,
Well,
I've seen him
We're
fire
chumming.
up with the trolling motor too.
we're chumming.
It's just like what they say. Everybody loves their own brand. I guess it works in wakes too, because everybody likes their own wake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They do. That's right. You yanking that cranking? Collins wants to know. Fishing with Farmer says love a chatterbait in cold water in the winter under the right conditions.
I caught some good largemouth doing it. Yep.
All right, Greg must be really happy because we went from gripes to fishing.
Yeah, we did real quick.
Real quick, and we've been on fishing for a while now. Alex,
Yeah, but
Santa
it was
has-
kind of warm then, Andrew. You had your sleeves rolled up and everything.
okay.
It
You
wasn't
had
that
him.
cold.
You had him in a Santa hat slinging a buzz bait,
No, he was live on TikTok wearing a Santa hat, fishing a buzz bait.
but it wasn't cold. Thank you, Angler's Edge.
I mean, it was
Um,
chilly.
Now, Justin, jerkbait in the spring was killer for me.
Oh yeah.
Now, again, remember when I found doing it a little bit different, very similar to what Colton Posey said.
Yep.
I couldn't get that. This was in January or February. I couldn't get that slow pause, jerk bait, bite, the winter thing you're supposed to. So I just started reeling them. Boy, they went crazy on it.
I do not prescribe to half of the jerkbait tips and techniques that most guys give out. I work the jerkbait fast all year round. And if they're biting it, they're biting it. I mean,
I just cannot do that slow stuff.
I don't do
I'd rather do it like you.
Yeah, I can't do the slow working jerkbait.
Aquaholic has a question for you guys. Buzz baits, clanker or no clanker?
No clank.
No clanker,
None.
no clanker, no clanker.
I mean,
Tony's going to go clanker.
no, I mean, I have a bunch of different ones, but I mean, you got Brazzalos, got the little, knocker on it. It knocks a little, makes a little noise. I mean, it just
I would
depends.
prefer the bead over the
Yeah.
swinging clacker.
Yeah, I mean, it just
Yeah.
depends.
Clacker.
Listen, I'm going to skip a couple, but Messick goes, what's the right conditions? That's a lot right there. I mean, it depends on a lot of different baits.
For most of the stuff we're talking about, like buzz baits and probably Farmer with the chatterbait, it's when it's been cold. but you've got a little bit of a spike in temperature over the last few days. That's
Right.
when you're going to start to get more of a top water bite in the winter.
What would you guys say water temp? Would you'd stop throwing it at, or you would start throwing it at?
Buzzbait?
55.
High
55 and up.
55.
High 50s is what I was going to say.
I was gonna say 45. I've
45?
I fished it, 45.
A buzzbait
Yes, and caught fish with it.
and caught fish with it.
Mhm.
45-degree water.
But you're looking at stuff. Well, I'm talking about water temperature. I mean,
Yeah, see, 2 or 3 day warming trend.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, go back up to Fishing with Farmer.
Silver Punk, I'll send you a link for this hat. He wants to get one of these.
Kayak or die?
Yeah, buddy. These things
Oh,
are
good
cool.
Lord, you kayak guys, like your own motorcycle gang. All right, so pull this one up because this is another one. Because I say rock crawler. Farmer says DTA is my go-to for crankbaits in the winter, and I know that's true. He does throw that a lot, but very similar style baits, the DTs and the rock crawlers and all that. Cranking and yanking. Pull that up. While you're doing that, Angler's Edge said real quick, glue a small broken piece of glass on the clanker for a different noise. There you go. And Andrew Young's caught fish in 45 degrees on a buzz bait.
Yeah.
We're learning something tonight, boys.
Well, the thing is, you got to think about what holds temperature. So if you get around concrete, rock, stuff like that holds the temperature for that sun coming up, you're going to get a little bit warmer areas around that area. So then it works. Fish hold tight to it. I mean, that's been my luck. Anyway with it.
Okay, there you go. Let's see. Bottom Line Outdoors. Caught 2 over 5 using the wobble head with a 6 cents Buzz Gill TX. Got an amen behind me. So there you go, that wobble head thing. All right, John, I'm going to call you Boat Captain John, okay, John? We're going to do that. That's going to be our little thing now. Boat Captain John. 55-foot plus with a Ned rig. Kills him on Hartwell, Russell, and Clark Hill. That I believe in 100%. And I used to throw the Ned a lot more than I used to, but it is an absolute killer deep water wintertime bait. And I know most of you guys here do not throw a Ned that much.
No, I haven't thrown it yet, but I've got a handful of yours, and
You got to get the heavy ones.
I've got the swagger sticks, so
You ready to
I'll
do
probably
it?
try it out this year.
Okay, there you go. Now, Greg, we're back to Greg. He loves it. Like, he didn't want to talk none of that daggum griping stuff. He just wanted to talk fishing. So we have transitioned straight to, we're here to make him happy, right? That's what we want to do with our guys. And I have got to fix the do me a favor, Alex. Will you walk up to that one thing? I'm going to walk him through the TikTok thing. Hit those little buttons right there in that corner. Right here. No. Okay, yeah, you can do it. I'm sorry. Hit that one. Hit TikTok. It's going to take just a second, guys. All right. 242424. I didn't set it up. That was Josh. Now hit plus. Scroll to the live. Instead of hitting go live, hit resume. There we go. Now we're good. Sorry about that. For some reason, my phone went like crazy. All right. Jeremiah says, pull up to Jeremiah. I'm going to catch up real quick. We had our TikTok slowdown. Ned rig will wear out crappie. I've caught some big crappie on Latham on a Ned rig. Jeremiah says, buzz baits work well, 50 degrees and up. As long as I can see bubbles, it'll work. 7-pounder in February was all I needed to know. There you go. All right. And then Messick. You about ready for your question of the night too?
Nope.
You get ready. Crazy. I've been on that pattern on my lake, which is Lake Greenwood around Christmas, but it did exactly what y'all were saying. Caught a 4 and a 6 on a buzz bait and then a 5-9 on a shaky head. Like, I really think in the winter, it's almost like anything, well, not anything, but a lot of different things will work. And also a different time of the day.
I think we've got it too far in our heads that the fish do change, but man, so many of the same, I keep a lot of the same stuff tied on year round, and it works all year long.
Yeah. Canes Jigs LLC. What do you do to get out of a slump? Now, do you want Mark Grace's slump buster trick that the old Cubs baseball player used to use, or you want to know what we do? Because there is a difference.
Remember, we're on TikTok. So
We are on TikTok. If you are Mark Grace, you go to the bar and you find the largest girl you can find. You have fun. You come out of your baseball slump and you're ripping singles and doubles the next day. Me, Canes, if I can be honest with you, we're going to let the other guys answer that question because I don't get to fish enough to get in a slump. I really don't. And let me see that. Biggest bass I've caught was an 11.25 in 48-degree water on a Spro frog. It seems like I'm just stuck catching small ones.
at least you're catching them.
Yeah, well, that is true. You got to be on the water. You getting closer there, dog? Oh, surprise backpacker. We'll get to you too. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do the question of the night. Now, here's what you're going to get tonight. Now, when we had Brazalo Lures on, he was talking about, it was a buzzbait or a spinnerbait? It was a buzzbait that was made from metal from a lawn chair outside, and there was a name of it. And Brazalo's talked about the guy in Arkansas that made it. Well, the guy from Arkansas that makes them saw that TikTok, and his name was it Mark Rucker? Was that what I had written down up there? Mark Rucker.
Yeah, I think so.
I forget the name of his company, but Mark Rucker. Mark Rucker called me, and we had a conversation about that. And he makes baits, and he sent me some of these nighttime spinner baits from Arkansas. This one's got a rattle on it. This one does not, but it is a 1 ounce head. So this you can get down. So anyway, for the question of the night, the first one that answers this question correctly, hot dang, it's going to take forever. I'm going to send you these two. Now, there's a couple of you that I've still yet to send your winnings from a couple episodes ago. I'm going to get to it, guys. I got them set aside. But anyway.
You could give them the shop.
Well, I could give them the shop, really. Seriously. Now, we're going to scroll all the way down so the guys can watch that, and then we will come back and you guys might have to type your question again. So anyway, here we go. The question of the night from Kevin. Father Time.
Okay. A couple of weeks ago, I gave y'all some birth dates. I'm going to repeat it again tonight. I was born June 1st, 1952. Tony was born September 12th, 1980. Alex was born June 17th, 1987. And Danny was born March 23rd, 1972. How many combined days old are we through today? I'll read it again. I was born June 1st, 1952. Tony was born September 12th, 1980. Alex was born June 17th, 1987. And Danny was born March 23rd, 1972. How many combined days old are we through today? Now, to make it easier on you, I'm going to give you a slide of 50 days before or 50 days after your total.
Oh, geez, I'm not going to be able to keep up. I got to do math over here.
Oh, my
I
God.
sent it to you.
All right.
I sent it
Look
to
at
you.
Colin said,
You guys are
he said,
old.
you can have it. You can have it. Aquaholic, if I do owe you a prize, hey, hit me up. I'll send it to you. Angler's Edge, got to go. Appreciate you joining us tonight on TikTok. $1 million holidays. Listen, I don't know the answer to the question. I have no idea. But first one, you guys, they're going to keep going. If you guys want to keep playing it, y'all can do that. I'm going to get back into the fishing. 30,000 days, 500 million. Anyway, go up real quick, Tony, right to the top. I want to read Bottom Line Outdoors, and then we'll get back. And don't forget leap years. Woo! With swim baits, what is better, line through or pre-rigged? All right, that's a good one. And Andrew said he ran out of fingers and toes. What's up, Far Dog? Can you read the question again?
I can.
One more time.
I was born June 1st, 1952. Tony was born September 12th, 1980. Alex was born June 17th, 1987. Danny was born March 23rd, 1972. How many combined days old are we through today?
Good luck with it, guys. Is all I can tell you right there.
John's got the answer.
John's got the answer. You can't win. You're here. You can't win if you're in. You can't win. Aquaholic just threw out a bunch of 9. So you guys keep playing. All right. So I'm going to ask you this question, Alex. What do you think? A line through swim? I think it was swim bait heads or the pre-rigged.
My personal opinion would be to do the line through myself.
And why is that?
Because I don't trust other people
to do the pre-rig stuff and everything.
What if it's like Friday at 4:00, they're ready to go home. You know what I mean? They're throwing that thing together. No, you like the pre-rigged ones?
Personally, pre-rigs are better in my opinion because the line threes are set at a dead cadence for a pre-rig.
Oh, good God. Okay, he's saying pre-rigs you can burn. The line throughs are set at a dead cadence. I didn't think that deep into it. You guys are a lot deeper than me.
Now the only swim bait I've ever fished with a line through was that 5-inch Prodigy.
Oh, that's a good swim bait.
Well, so I know that Underwood likes certain things. He likes to line through in some things. Matt Bryson, going fishing tomorrow. What would you throw right now? What lake, Matt? Let us know what lake. I will tell you this though. I know a few guys that have caught some big fish on some glides. I won't tell you which ones, but they're catching some on glides. But it depends on the lake. Where are you at? Someone forgot he was asking people that get off on catching fish over and over and over. I forget which one. What you exactly talk about, Dead Rabbit? There's a bunch of them.
I think he's talking about the dates.
John said, "Oh, Captain John, go up to Captain John again."
All right, where are we?
He's going to Rocky Mountain. I will hit you in a second. I was born in 1972 also, Danny. Can't be all that bad, although his view on tech allowed in high school fishing is one-sided. Oh, listen, John, you're one-sided, dog. You were one-sided. But 1972 was a good year. Burned up my new PWM today. Guess I'm not fishing this week. Sorry about that. Now, Rocky Mountain, you know what? I wouldn't, and this is not the way I would fish, but based on what other guys have been I've been listening to.
Oh, we got a winner.
Who's the winner?
Michael Hefner.
76,672 days. Good Lord. All right, well, there you go, Michael.
He's in the range.
You're in the range, yeah. All right, give me
He's right on.
he's right on it. All right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, he is.
I was close. So throw me get on Facebook Messenger, Danny Pruitt, throw me your address, and I'll send these two to you. That is pretty cool. Now, Collins, that is not bull. But anyway, listen, Rocky Mountain's got a bunch of big largemouth, and it is a hit or miss lake. But maybe if you have a glide bait, just from what I've try throwing a glide bait a little bit. Cover a lot of water with the glide bait. And then also, too, on Rocky Mountain, you can get away with a big old worm. You can get away with just about anything over there, really. It just depends on what you like. I would throw a big old worm myself. Chat GPT for the win. There you go. We got to throw the glides and just see. It's a hit or miss. You might not catch 50, but what you catch over there may be very, very good. And it's big, not threadfin, not bluebacks, gizzard shad. Let's see. All right. Okay. Listen. Now I think John Phillips wants me to get in it with him. Pull up, John. You may care for the poor people, but who is going to pay back the 90% of the high school captains or kids that bought forward-facing sonar over the last 10 years that it's been legal? Now, John, again, I'm talking about the GHSA. It's 5 events. It's just 5 events. You can do the Bass Nation stuff and you can do all that stuff. It's just 5 tournaments. Okay, 5 tournaments. I don't care about the travel ball stuff, but 5 tournaments. All right. And I kind of take offense. To you saying poor people.
I think we found the daddy and daddy's money right there.
I mean, that right there. And listen, I try not to get irritated with people, but I do care for poor people. I do care for the kids that come in the shop that can't afford it, who got a single mom or something like that can't afford it. It is too expensive for them. It 100% is too expensive for them. All right. That's about the biggest asshole comment I have ever seen a damn viewer on this show ever put out. I'm being very serious, dude. That is like jackwagon bullshit. You may care for the poor people, but who's going to pay the guys that can afford it back if they make forward-facing sonar illegal for daggum 5 tournaments? $2,000. If you can afford a boat to fish, you can afford a $2,000 forward-facing sonar. Well, if you're so damn rich, why don't you buy it for the kids that can't? If it's so cheap. Good God damn. That right, dude, I'm serious. Like, I was going to be kind of nice with it, have some fun, but you don't understand how many people have spent big money on it. I don't give 2 shits. I care about 5 tournaments. 5 freaking tournaments for kids on a level playing field. I do not care how much big money you spend on it. I don't care if you're in a $100,000 boat. I don't give a crap. My God. Like, seriously, do you not realize what kind of ass you look like in front of everybody? Jeez Louise. I mean, seriously, dude. Like, I've been pissed off at a viewer 3 times on this show, now 4. Not everybody's in a sick, $2,000 to a lot of people is a lot of money. It may be a drop in the bucket to you, but you ain't everybody. And I'll tell you another thing. If I'm going to go ahead, the next time you start a comment with, just because I'm a boat captain, I don't need to have an opinion, you can kiss my ass again. Damn jackwagon. Good Lord. You telling me I'm being an ass? Yeah, I probably am, because I don't like people throwing their daggum money and saying, oh, you may care for poor people. Who's going to pay me back? Good Lord, dude. I promise you there's more people in the comment sections that are thinking you're an ass than I am. I guarantee it.
John, just move on, bud.
Pisses me off.
I know it. I know it.
Pisses me off. Hell, block his ass. I can go without a damn 1 subscriber.
Put him in timeout.
Sorry, guys.
I think
My own.
yeah. We found somebody who can't catch him without
realize the
forward-facing sonar.
daggum. Listen, there's pre-Jesus Danny and there's post. Right now, pre-Jesus Danny's here.
I think we just saw pre-Jesus.
Like I'm ready to fight. Like I got it in my damn. I feel rage in my freaking heart right now.
I mean,
I'd like to kick his ass.
Your worm?
Huh?
Your worm?
My worm. Yeah, you said my worm.
There he goes.
Yeah, my worm. Right? Listen, it's a finesse worm.
Yeah.
Oh, this has been finesse my entire life, but it's caught a lot of fish.
That's why it's finesse.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good
Keep
Lord.
biting off a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, sorry guys, I didn't mean to go off. That guy and I had been going at it on Facebook. Okay? And listen, I said to myself tonight that if he showed up in the comments, he's a subscriber, that I was going to be nice and I was going to be cordial. But when you start your thing off with, I know you care about poor people, but God, motherfucker. Sorry. All right, let's get back and go fishing. All right, Tom's Fishing and Life Journal. I just fish for the fun of it, no matter if I catch one or not. I hope his damn kids don't win a tournament all year. I hate to say that. If he's going to boat, he is one of those boat captains that cause the problems people bitch about boat captains. I guarantee you.
He probably fishes while the kids are too.
Oh my God.
getting them.
Yeah, and he couldn't spell poor right, but that's Elbert County for you. That's the first time you see me get mad. I'm sorry. I try not to. I'm just good grief. Like that right there just threw off the whole show. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, I'm sitting here being quiet. I fish out of a 1991 Ranger. I'm not fishing out of a $100,000 rig. I'm blessed to have what I have, and I have forward-facing sonar. But I could not imagine pulling up to the boat ramp and being told, "Sorry, you can't fish because you're poor, or you have an older boat, or you whatever." I mean, that's just, and I'm talking about from an adult standpoint, and he's talking about kids,
poor people.
I mean, that's just that right there. Biggest gripe with fishing community is that stuff, right? That thought process right there.
Poor people.
I mean,
poor people.
I don't understand that comment at all.
Who's going to refund the rich people who
Right.
spent a bunch of money on it because we care too much for the poor people?
I don't get it.
Jeez Louise, special place in hell for people like that. You may be on team CY at no time at all, Danny.
Oh,
Cranking and yanking. Cranking I want to be, but I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here's what's my take. I said they should ban it in the GHA high school thing to have 11 playing field, not to open stuff, just at the high school level, 5 tournaments a year. And he's just like, no, we spend too much money, all this stuff. But whatever. I'd like to know, you know what? I'd like to know what school he fishes. And I think I know. Because Because there's no way in hell I'd let that represent my school. I might have to do a little research on this, boys. This shit ain't over. All right. Anyway.
I think we knew that.
Like, seriously, like, dude, like, I mean, I would.
You
God almighty, I'm mad.
Man,
got hair growing out your ears now.
Let's move on, Doc Holliday. I know, Doc, I'm trying to.
He's right.
I'm trying to. Jeez Louise. Anyway, you guys can go follow him on Facebook and tell him what you think. Now, Bottom Line Outdoors. Oh, okay. He's back to side. Let's get something else. Big Al, Victoria Beckham. Thank you, Big Al. I don't know who the hell Victoria Beckham is. Y'all look her up.
David Beckham's wife?
Yeah,
Oh,
David Beckham.
ain't she a Spice Girl?
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
just, she's not old. He oh, is that what he's called me? Is spicy? Anyway. Well, she's kind of cute. She's kind of cute. All right. Anyway. All right. Let's do this. Tony, give us a damn topic so we can get off of
Oh,
this.
geez. Well, I don't know. We went from what made us mad in fishing to fishing. So now I don't know where to go. I mean,
Let's go back to fishing.
go back to fishing. Huh? I don't know.
Let's go back to fishing. Give me a damn topic.
Hey, Cranking Yankin's got a good one.
They're hitting on crankbait, guys.
I don't know if he brought that up tonight, but I want to
Huh?
make sure, I don't know if he said that yet tonight, but I want to make sure it
You
got
want to make like he was like the other night, like he put it like 5 or 6
Yeah.
times, and I never said it, and then finally I was like, "Damn, he wants everybody to know they're biting crankbaits." Okay,
love
that's
it.
funny
Love
as hell. Kyle Brown says headed to Chattooga next week. Should be a knockdown drag out. Did you see that pic of Justin Lucas and Emil?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they would have been up there like that. So there's a blood moon Sunday. What do you think that does to the fish? Which I guess is a full moon. That's a little red.
Is it? I don't know.
It's a full moon. Kurt Lee Eller says they were biting on Chattooga. But what does a full moon normally do? I would say there wouldn't be no difference in your regular full moon, except it might be like the biggest full moon of the year or something like that. I don't know.
They eat pretty good on a full moon.
Yeah, if you're out there in the evening or first thing in the morning, you're gonna get bit pretty good. It might mess up your middle of the day stuff, maybe, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. What is the winning weight of Ryan's tournament? 22 pounds? Could be. Yeah, Far Dog, you're right. That does kind of help Randy's argument. I hate to say that. Messick Outdoors, how does the full moons affect the fish in the wintertime? In the spring and summer, it pulls fish up shallow.
I don't know.
John, hey, John's on TikTok now. Come see me at the shop, buddy. I didn't take none of that out of context. 11262 Highway 53, Marble Hill, Georgia. And if you're brave enough, why don't you put the name of your school that you daggum represent? If you want to come on around another way, big boy. Yeah, I didn't take it out of context. You said the poor people. You typed the damn thing, son. Jeez Louise. I don't care if it gets daggum banned. You typed it. I represent all high schools. I hope not. You're the last person that needs to represent any high school. God, we'll ignore his damn ass. Let's see. Do we believe scent on baits work or not? Thump gel bait pop.
Yes,
Go for it.
I think it. I think it does help. Whether it's a scent factor or not, I don't know. But I know it helps. Bite better. They grab on longer. That kind of thing. I firmly believe in it, and until I'm proven otherwise, I'll keep putting it on. I like the thump gel, and I always dip chartreuse garlic, so I use it all the time.
I use Bang all the time.
You do use Bang.
All the time.
And every time we get it, it's like one of the first things that sell out. And it's like, what's the flavor you like best, though?
Well, I used crawdad in the wintertime, and I use shad crawdad in fall and summer, spring.
Okay, I like it on. Okay, had I mentioned that I was only talking about the GHSA, we wouldn't be in this conflict.
Yeah, but you did say that.
I said high school. We were talking about high school. Okay, look at my comments. Were like Mr. Cunningham and all that. GHSA, 5 things. But after I said that, you wrote poor people. Thump gel on pressured fish. What do you think about that? I think, well, okay, JJ's Magic's got the garlic scent.
I like JJ's Magic. I swear by that stuff.
Bang has garlic too, though.
Bang does have garlic.
Yeah.
It does. Now,
I have
It
Bang.
doesn't
In,
sell
I have
as
Bang
well.
in the boat too.
Doug Rice says can't go wrong with garlic. Dead
Or
Rabbit says it
NBA.
helps get rid of human scent.
It masks ours.
Andrew says, how's the fishing on Lanier these days? By the way, thanks to Alex, who usually gives me advice. I'm still in the learning process. It's on fire right now.
Who said that?
Andres.
Yeah.
Andres. Let's see. I've heard that water-based stuff is better. I don't know. See, like, again, I'm okay with soft plastics and stuff. We kind of mentioned it earlier. I just don't know about the hard baits.
Yeah, I like the Thunk gel. It hangs on the bait longer. You're not constantly reapplying it. Again, I don't know that it leaves a scent trail because it's probably an oil based or something like that. But I like the gel stuff a little bit better. It's not necessarily water based.
Yeah,
Doesn't disperse as easy.
I guess so. Now, how about this? Steven Sturgeon, this is for you. Anyone using a hydro wave on kayaks?
No, I'm not.
Do you know of any kayak guy that uses a hydro
I
wave?
saw
Not that I know of.
I saw somebody on Facebook or something yesterday. They were mounting their hydro wave on a kayak. I don't remember who it was. But
Well,
it was the first time
here's
I've
the
seen
question: do you believe in the hydro wave? Anyway,
not for what they cost.
well, we don't want to talk cost.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. I mean,
I have one.
You have a hydro wave.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I like it. I use it.
Do you think it works though?
In my mind, it works.
I've heard people say that they watch them get fired up when they turn it on. You can watch them on the screen start moving around.
Does it affect the bite though? What's it doing? Mimicking?
Well, forward-facing sonar.
It
doesn't get
makes
them to bite
different
either.
sounds.
You've got to make them bite.
Right.
So, what did Farmer put? The dye dips are the only scents I use at this time. I got some stuff from the store to try the other day, but then Crankin' Yankin says, careful with that stuff, Farmer. It will stain anything it touches. That's JJ's. Like JJ's is like if you drop that on your carpet or anything like that,
It's chartreuse dye. Oh,
it is.
man.
You're not getting it out. Absolutely. Let's see. Bottom line outdoors. I got a TRX 130 kayak today. Looking for a trolling motor. Any suggestions? I see you out there, Darian Moss, on TikTok. All right, go ahead. What do you?
trolling motor suggestions, Alex, for
On the kayak.
Oh,
TRX 130.
trolling motor suggestions.
Motor
It
guide.
depends, man. Well, no, because Motor Guide's out of business. So it depends on your style of fishing, man. If you want to get a bow mount or a stern mount, would be the first thing I need to know.
I'm gonna tell you that I don't fish kayaks, but that Lowrance looks pretty sweet.
That Recon,
the
yeah, they're
remote
pretty.
control. Will look. I mean, it's got a
Yeah.
joystick and all that stuff. It looked pretty cool. I got $4,000, but it looked
Yeah.
cool.
I'd like to get one of those,
Yeah.
but I got the Motor Guide, so
Yeah.
I'll be sticking with that.
How about some battery suggestions for his boat? He needs some batteries. I go lithium on as much as I could on all of them. Now, I mean, what lithium you like, I don't know, but you got the slim ones. What do you use, Tony?
I've got lead
All right, you want
acid
me
for
to
my
pick them
trolling
up?
motor batteries until this year, and then I've got a lithium for my electronics. It's a Power Queen off of Amazon. Oh no, I bought it from their website, and it's worked great for the last couple of years. It's got the app and BMS and all that stuff in it for like $225.
All right, let me address this one more time. John, if you want to talk to me about it, hit me tomorrow. We can talk about it. Regardless, drop it. Okay? Drop it. You can drop it, I'll unban you. But if not, drop it. The shad are beginning to move halfway back in the coves and the creeks. Okay, there you go. That's for like what's going on. It depends if you want a speed or spot lock. That's what Silverpunk says. So, I mean, what was that thing that Marshall put on the back of his?
Oh, that was his
Newport.
yeah.
Newport.
Good
yeah.
Lord, he was
That's
flying. There's no way in the world.
Yeah.
Tony Collum is not a real fisherman, JK. You're going to have to hit my thing over there again.
Who
But it
said
might
that?
let me do it right here. Let me
Who
see if it
said
lets me
that?
do it right here. Bible Bass
Bass.
TV. Hey, I can do it right here. Well, yeah, I can do it from right here now.
Okay.
It's letting me go through that. So, did you actually answer his question on the trolling motor? Just give him some suggestions.
So if you want spot lock, you want to do that, you can try to find a Motor Guide XI3 used. There's some out there. You've got the new stuff. You've got the power pole motor. That's pretty pricey. You've got the Lowrance motor. It's also pretty pricey. But the Minn Kota Turova kayak is out there as well. And there's also shops that can take the regular Turova and cut it down, and you can still keep your warranty if you can't get the kayak motor, because they're hard to get sometimes too. But for my budget, if I was going to buy a motor right now, it would be the Minn Kota Tarova.
Okay, there you go. Fair enough. Let's see. All right, Far Dog said this, buddy from Oklahoma. Pull that. Danny, listen. He said that with capital letters, like he wants to get my attention. Danny, listen for a second. Listen to me. I went with a guide on the Red River in Louisiana. He pulled up to a pad field, turned it on. Shad had the pads moving. It was unbelievable.
I mean, you're talking about the hydro wave.
Yeah.
What he's talking about.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I have not seen that, so I'm going to take your word on it. NB Hensley on TikTok. What's the fastest electric motor you guys have seen on a boat? Now, in person, it's the one that Carrie Bell had. It was a 75.
Is that Elko or
No, it wasn't Elko. It came out of Texas. Stealth. It was a Stealth. I've got a Elko EP20, and like he leaves everybody. However, he just sold that, and he has a new motor being put on that's supposed to be even faster. But it's a Stealth. That's what he had. I don't know the name of the new one. I don't know. Not his new one. No, it's a new company. It's a new company. I don't think it's a Stealth. We'll figure it out. They like that. Let's see. Kent Goins. And we'll talk about boat snacks in a second. Full moon in October, fish at night with a small spinnerbait Colorado blades. Smallmouth will take the rod out of your hand. Now, I know, hey, summertime,
spots will
they'll do that. Spots will do that. But I haven't done that. That's kind of what I was getting at. I have a pic of it. Pretty sweet. MB, do you know the name? Is it a new Stealth or is it another brand? If you know it, let us know. I wouldn't mind switching to electric because a lot of lakes require them. You get a lot less traffic. I can tell you that on the lakes around here. I appreciate your comment, Phase Fishing. I'm just going to try to scale away from that a little bit, but you guys can read his comment. I absolutely appreciate that. Big spots on Fontana, my home lake. There's nothing like a night bite for those big spots. And here, Lake Lanier in North Georgia, the spots will absolutely rip the rod out of your hand with them big, like this.
Yeah, they're either going to
big old Colorado
knock slack in the line or rip that rod right out of your hands.
Yeah. Steven Sturgeon, moving faster than 5 miles an hour in a kayak seems inherently unsafe. Well, I would tell you this. Even Marshall said he was going, 11 or 12?
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, this is kind of, it was fast enough to make him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I get it, Phase Fishing. 100% believe in what you're saying. Smallmouth experts, what's the one lure you don't leave home without? Any of you guys on your smallmouth lake, especially you guys on TikTok that are talking about it? Your smallmouth. I don't know. Absolutely caught some. Absolutely, I caught some fighting. I think you're talking about the spots or something like that. Get some. I live in Oildale, California.
he's
you want to know? Oh, y'all are back to talking about the poor people and all that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up, but I get what you guys are saying. I'm trying to move. My attitude is not, but I'm actually trying to move. Kitech 4-inch Pro Blue Shad. Pro Blue Shad is a real good color. Good color. Let's see. All right, so look, a couple of them guys are from Oildale. I guess that's a good thing.
California.
All right, so Bible Bass TV for smallmouth says he never leaves home with a Ned rig on a Helgramite for smallies. Jeremiah said, my guess is tubes and a Ned rig. So there you go. You guys were right there together because he said that on TikTok. So for sure. All right, we're caught up on the comments. Yeah. Give me something to talk about. Just give me something to talk about other than what we've been talking about.
Let's talk about that 9.1 pound spot getting caught in Wisconsin, and it can't get counted as a state record because it's not a game fish.
In Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Not recognized by the state of Wisconsin?
Not recognized by the state because they don't consider it a game fish.
What do they consider it? An invasive species or something?
Yep.
Like that? Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is awful. Caught my PB Smallie on a Ned rig Helgramite. There you go. 9 pound spot in Wisconsin, Kurt Eller. Yeah, I mean, like that's even here as with the Great Lakes that we got. I don't know that I've ever heard of anybody in Georgia catching a 9 pound spot. Is that Kerry Kane? Yeah, Kerry Bell. What's the name of that motor you're running now, buddy? I know you had the Stealth 75. Somebody was asking about electric motors, and I thought you had switched. I thought you would switch companies. I might be wrong when you got your new boat. If you don't mind throwing out the name of that motor out there. A Sail there from Canada. Okay, you got him. Thank you, MB Hensley. Like I knew you got a new one. I was telling everybody, even with your Stealth, you kind of blew us away like that. So this one's supposed to be even better. I mean, he could get his. I mean, it get him up on plane. Let's see. What are you laughing at?
Somebody
Tony-
probably stocked their
Tony, what
pump
batteries
at
do you
spot.
run?
What
Yeah.
batteries do you run?
I'm running this lead acid for my trolling motor, but I run the Power Queen for my electronics right now until my lead acids kick it, and then I'll buy Power Queens for the trolling motor.
Okay,
100 amp
Power Queen.
Yeah,
Power Queen.
They have a website. They're big on Amazon.
Yeah.
But I found their website and I bought them. They're like I said, $225, $250. They got the BMS, they've got the app, and I've never had an issue with them so far.
Right.
And they've been around for a while too. So they're pretty good batteries.
Okay. Curtly Eller, is tuna a spot lake? Yeah. I mean, it's got largemouth too. It can go both ways. Just depends. If you like to fish spots, you can fish them. But if you like fishing largemouth, I would say you can fish largemouth on there.
There's some big
Fair
spots
enough.
getting caught out there
It's
too.
probably 90% spot though.
It's got a lot more spots than largemouth, sure. Carrie's going to run Tesla batteries this season. Listen, they're going to have some weight. Maybe to slow them down. I don't know. Have you seen how much them Tesla batteries for the cars cost when people have to replace them, or any big electric vehicle?
I just heard
Oh, that's what I've heard. It's like crazy.
buying a new car.
Yeah. Now, a lot of guys think there is a 9-pound spot in Lanier. Lipsticker says he believes 8.5 is the record for Lanier, or right about then. I've worked around, if it looks good. You've worked around tuna. It looks good if you get the weight boats off of it, for sure. Are there some lures that are lake specific and don't work on other lakes? Bottom Line Outdoors. I don't know about lake specific, but I will tell you things like the Seville and all that. You're pretty much herring lake.
Yeah.
So like there's bait, I don't know about a lake specific. Can you think of one?
I can't think of anything right off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do know that Berkeley, and then when they bought out the Seville and all that, I was told by some guys at Berkeley that one of the reasons they kind of slowed down on some production for a while was because it was those baits were so specific to herring lakes and not the entire thing spectrum. But I mean, everything else pretty much can go anywhere. The batteries are 225 pounds each. There's 3 in the boat to run the 75. Sonar Pros has it now rigging it. I'm sure we'll see some pictures of it. Got a question about electrical motor. What's the cost and what's the maintenance on one? Just depends on what size you got. And if it's right, there really ain't a ton of maintenance on them. 8-pound half ounce is Lanier record spot, pretty close to what Lipsticker said. How is it going up the river in Allatoona right now?
I hadn't fished out there in a while.
I haven't fished out there, but I imagine it's probably pretty good. Farmer's been fishing up the river some.
John says it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. John says that. We have a lake there. The main force is kokanee salmon, and I have a glide painted to match it. That's a lot of fun. Hell, I bet so, dude. I bet it is. Carson, I'm still being cheap and running lead acids, and I got like 9. 4 for the Elko, 3 for the Ultrex, 1 for the Livewell, and 1 for the electronics. Lifetime has a good battery so far. It charges super fast.
Yep.
How do you tag an individual in the chat?
You can't.
I don't think you can. Not on YouTube. Tournament lure lineup: toad, buzzbait, spinnerbait, Texas rig worm, Gunnersville. Suggestions or additions?
Gunnersville, chatterbait, dude.
Chatterbait would be one. Huh? What did he say?
Glide.
His answer for everything.
Glide bait.
Glide bait. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, probably could do that.
Frog.
So then Jerry Catula says 8 pounds, 2 ounces. So all you got a little over 8. We're pretty. That's a big spot.
That is a big spot.
Do you guys approve the Bodega Bug 6 cents makes, dudes?
I just ordered a bunch of them.
Put it on you.
All right. I just ordered a bunch. We're gonna see. I wanted to test them out and see what. I mean, they look like they'd be pretty cool bait, especially for the wobblehead that I've been getting bit on. So I'm gonna test them out and see once they come in.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Smith, 1976. Are you noticing that a lot of big lips are being caught on Lanier?
Mm-hmm.
I caught a 7+ and seen a lot on Facebook. Right here.
Mhm.
You catch a lot of largemouth on the ditch digger in the winter, or just spots mainly. I would say you're going to catch more spots than you are largemouth. But you cannot rule out catching a largemouth, but more spots. What wobblehead? I ordered the small size. I don't know.
If I throw a wobblehead, it's a big old heavy one.
Okay,
Thank you.
3/4
Yeah.
ounce.
Thank you.
What's up, Reynolds?
I got crap because I'm throwing a 3/4 ounce wobblehead
Yeah.
and a big.
You want to drag the bottom with
Dude,
it.
I treat it like a crankbait, and if
Yeah.
I'm reeling it like a crankbait, and I've got a ½ ounce or less on there, I'm picking it up off the bottom too far. I'm not getting those fish that are eating off the bottom. And he gave me crap, and I was catching fish with it. But I mean, he just laughed. I mean, yeah, 3/4 ounce all day for me on wobblehead.
Okay, there you go.
100%.
My little tracker has 3 lead acid batteries in it, Duracell, cranking and yanking like that. Would you guys recommend upsizing the hooks on the Jackal riser baits, or would it kill the action?
I don't fish the riser bait enough. I'm gonna have to. I got to get some.
I would imagine that
I think
it would
only
kill
fished
it.
a couple times, but I think it would kill the action.
I think it would kill it. I don't know. Again, I don't know, but I think I agree with Kevin.
I don't upsize the hooks, but I do upgrade the hooks and put some stronger ones on there because the hooks that come on them aren't the best.
Look, Darian Moss says upside the riser, and is he going upside the riser? Not the hooks, just upsize the riser. Is that what he's saying out there?
It sounds like.
Let's see. I'm trying to catch up with you guys in the comments. But Justin Reynolds, yeah, on TikTok, buddy. I appreciate you. If you're around Lake Murray, you can get them at JC Outdoors. So I guess they're trying to find something over there. There are a lot of combinations for an underspin on Lanier. There are a lot of combinations you can do that.
Reel it fast.
Reel it fast, yeah. When's the next time you guys plan on doing an underwater video again? I like that episode a lot. What I want to do is I want to get this little thing. They sell them on Amazon that puts current in there so that instead of just showing you guys just baits on certain things, we actually can drop them and show you kind of the way they're actually moving. It's a little bit tough in that little bitty thing, but that's what we're going to try to do. So as soon as I get that in, we will try to do that. Let's see. Fishing with Farmer, I'm catching a lot of bass on a jig right now. 60% of the bites are coming from swimming it. Okay. And Hogan just got out the water. I got me an 8-pounder. There you go, dude. A lot of big fish seem to be being caught this week. I had a Go Fish camera, but it cracked. And Curtly Eller says, I'm an underspin advocate. What kind do you throw, Curtly Eller? Let's see here.
I had Go Fish reach out to me for one of those cameras, underwater cameras. I don't know. It just seemed kind of gimmicky.
What is it?
Is
it one that looks like a fish?
You tie it to your line and you throw out there, and it's an underwater camera. And we just, I don't know. It just didn't seem like something people that follow me would actually buy, so I stayed away from it.
Okay, all right, fair enough. He said it actually worked good. So Jeremiah, who uses a spy bait? It was popular on Lanier for like 2 years and then went away. A lot of guys don't like throwing it.
I throw a spy bait on my BFS rod. It's a little bitty JDM one.
How often you throw it?
Wintertime.
Okay. He throws a Smoky Mountain 1/4 ounce with a thin Kitech, a lot up there. Okay, Curtly said that. Hogan said second one this month, 7-pound. Got 1.635 5-pounders. It's been a good month, I'd say. Absolutely. Fontana, Centella, I guess that's how you say that. The shop needs a pet bass to test on 100%. TikTok person who was talking about the bodega, they work. Messick Outdoors says. And but Far Dog says, I throw a biffle bug. It's 7/16 or 1 ounce. Been fishing them before they were available to the public. 15-year veteran of those. You ever throw one of them?
Biffle bug?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You like it?
Yep. Sure do.
I mean, what's great about a biffle bug?
Well, it's just like fishing a crankbait, like Tony was talking about earlier, in the fact that you can keep it on the bottom. It's constant reeling just to maintain bottom contact.
Mm-hmm.
And when they hit it, boy, they jack it.
Okay, fair enough.
You can put a worm on it. You can put a crawl on it. You can put the biffle bug on it. Anything works on it.
Okay, fair enough. I like that. Lane Clark 03. I prefer Brooks Anderson's Cast Echo. That's that amethyst.
Yeah.
All I know is that thing looked really, really good in the tank. My goodness, it looked good. Tyler Shellnut. How long have you guys been throwing flukes on an underspin on Lanier?
I mean, I've been doing it for like 5 years.
Yeah, for a while. Especially with forward-facing sonar. A lot of guys do it now with forward-facing sonar, which again, I'm not against. Is that Walton in the back? Yes, absolutely it is back there. Him and old John Sarah. Can I change out my spinning gear with BFS gear, Bottom Line Outdoors? Since you throw one, what do you think? Like,
I mean, yeah.
talking about switching out instead of throwing spinning.
Yeah.
Is it better sometime over as opposed to another time?
What,
or just you like
it's
it's
a bait caster. I mean,
Yeah.
it just depends on you and your preferences. I'm more accurate casting with a bait caster, so I like to throw.
so you like to throw that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. Does anyone use the FG knot tying tool?
Yes, I do. I love that thing.
You use it,
Yeah.
Where'd you
hell
get it
yeah,
from?
I use it. I bought it on Amazon for like $20.
and it makes a good knot?
Yeah, it makes a good knot.
What does it do? I mean,
It holds your braid straight across, and then it holds your main line or your leader line right here, and you clamp it down on all of them, and then you can wrap it just side to side,
So
and
keeps the
it
pressure on
forms
the
the
line
knot.
already for you?
Yep, it keeps all the tension on the line for you.
okay,
It's the shit, dude. It's awesome.
Is it? I tried tying one. I used the knot assist gone fishing with
it's
it.
2.0.
Yeah, I just absolutely cannot tie an FG knot, so maybe I need that.
Neither can I, but with that knot, I can flawlessly, no issue.
Because I
What's it
mean,
called?
knot assist.
The knot assist
2.0, yeah, that's what they're saying right there. So, let's see. Anyone you fellas fish Norfolk in Arkansas or Norfolk?
Yeah.
I have not, buddy. To be honest with you, how about any of you guys? Any guys done any fishing in Arkansas?
Never been.
Far Dogs from Oklahoma, or one of them guys in the thing, they may have fished it, but we have not.
Every time I get in Arkansas, I get out as fast as I can.
All right,
Just kidding.
I'm listening at you.
Jeremiah brings up a good point, though, on the BFS.
BFS is a great addition, but I wouldn't replace spinning gear with it for reasons like line capacity.
The BFS reels do have a giant spool on them, and they don't hold as much line.
Okay, good point right there. Tyler Shunut says, I tied the Alberto. That's what I tie,
Me too.
just because my fat fingers, that's about as good as I can get.
Quick and easy.
Crank.
Quick and easy, and I have no confidence in any other bait. Go cranking and yanking.
He ain't never seen a leader line before.
That's true. Palomar all the time. Yeah, I get that, dog. I get that. Alberto for my leader, Palomar for everything else. Cammed at 92. Fox said, yeah, I mean, I've tried that. I've absolutely tried it, and I can't tie the FG, but I'll try to see that tool. Maybe bring it up here next time next Tuesday. Bring it up here. I want to see it
next Tuesday.
That's right. You can be in
Or
Disney
Thursday.
or
Yeah,
Thursday.
I'll be at Disney World.
So 2 weeks, which means you'll forget. We'll remind you like
no,
that.
I'll bring it up.
Is anyone here near Santee? You guys in the comments, any of you guys up there from Sandy Cooper? I'm not, of course. We're not here. Silverpunk says, now if I break off my leader on the water, I'll just retie with an Albright. And I'm cranking and yanking. Why use a leader? Cranking and yanking. Do you use any braid? I'm just curious. Do you have any spinning reels, and do you have any braid on those? Like, I guess you don't finesse fish at all.
I bet everything he's got has braid on it.
It might. What about Walton catching that stud bass in Latham today?
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's why he's up here. He's up here gloating.
he caught more than one good one.
He did. I saw the pictures. Finally catching the show, Ditch Pickle Daddy. Appreciate you coming here. I use straight braid on some. I don't use leaders. Cranking and yanking. Do you use any braid? We just want to know about the braid. Josh Burris, do you throw a jerk bait on spinning or casting? I'm on casting.
I throw mine on a 7-foot medium action rod, 8 to 10 pound fluorocarbon, bait caster all day.
Yeah,
Same.
All
Bait
day.
caster.
I think everybody.
I
you'd be a
used to
bait
throw it
caster.
on a spinning rod.
Listen, Kevin. Kevin is like, I looked at Kevin. I said, I'm sure you throw it on a bait. He goes, spinning.
Spinning
Why
reel.
do you throw it on spinning? Just out of
The
curiosity.
way I learned,
That's the way you learn?
so it just stays with me.
All right, listen, I knew I could count on cranking and yanking for a dadgum good comment. And then we'll get to Justin Ramos up there. I don't use sissy sticks. I do use Power Pro braid, 40 pound and 17 pound fluoro, which kind of where he fishes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What's up, Peg Leg on TikTok? I knew that was coming, dude. I knew there was going to be a sissy stick
That
reference.
was a baited question.
It was a
Sissy sticks are
baited
fairy
question.
ones,
He's
not
over there.
always.
He's over there like, oh yeah, I get to make fun of sissy sticks now. How long of a leader do you guys use? I'm a little bit longer than most guys.
6 foot.
No, that's what you use.
That's all I use. 6 foot.
What do you use?
Oh, I'm 25 yards.
Like I'm like 20.
Mine's this long.
Yeah, mine's long.
Is it, I would say
6 foot.
I'm
Is
saying
that 6 foot?
I'm 15 foot
I
to
just
20
pull
foot.
it like that, and then I cut it.
No, I'm 15 to 20 foot because I'm telling you, if I tie an 8 foot leader, I've done it. I'll break it off the first cast. I'm having to retie the damn thing.
Yeah, so I go a little bit longer too. And also I want to get that knot on the spool as fast as I can.
Yeah.
So that's why I go. And it's just because I don't have confidence in my knots.
Yeah, I think Brett Matthews called me out in a video. He goes, "Yep, sounds about like 20 yards a leader line because hear the knot come."
You can hear the knot come.
Well,
Yeah.
I've heard people say that you don't want your leader line to go through that first eye on the rod.
I've heard people say that. I have heard people say that. I just don't trust my knots well enough. I don't. I'm just like, seriously, I want that knot on the spool as fast as I can get it. That's just me. And plus, I break off a
I
lot.
was gonna say I trust the knot. I just don't trust the thing. I'm gonna get hung up on something.
No, but I will take. Listen, I'll start off at 20, and I'll fish that thing that's like 4 foot.
Yeah.
I mean, I will work on it a while. I know. Listen, do I do anything normal? Like
No.
I probably don't do. No, you're not, Danny. So like, yeah, I'm not right. Far Dog says yes. I fished Norfolk. It's legit. But I caught them in April on a hollow belly frog and a biffle bug on a biffle bug 7/16 hard head. Tony's jerk bait sounds like my jig rod.
A medium?
Yeah, that's
Medium action on a jig rod? Okay.
I guess. Carrie Bell, can you night fish the reservoir in Dahlonega, the one by Walmart? Actually, what I got told, Carrie, was it's closed right now because they're doing work on one of the bridges. Like, are they adding a bridge for the people walking? I don't even think they're allowing anybody on the lake at all right now.
Isn't that Zwerner?
Yeah, Yahoo is what I call it, but Zwerner is the proper name. Somebody told us it was actually closed. I don't know that to be true, but that's what I've heard. Danny's a little bit longer than most of you guys out there. That's right, baby. Cranking and yanking. Honestly, I can't use a spinning reel, so I don't. I do have a couple of King Cast Brutus spin cast reels for crappie fishing. Okay, fair enough. But I'm telling you, that's still the most beautiful lake I've ever seen anybody fish. Been throwing flukes ever since the Swarming Hornet skiing blade. Okay, there you go. Lipsticker says that. And you like them. Trust me, you like the flukes. My leaders are normally 4 to 6 feet because I get longer cast on the braid than on the leader.
Now, I will say, since I swapped over to cast, I have shortened the leader up quite a bit because he's not wrong. That cast so far anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And so I have tried the shorter leader since I have I've changed over to that. Yep.
Yeah. Is that what you give it the thumbs up for?
6 foot.
6 foot. Danny, did peg leg catch anything on his toe? We have no report as of yet. He did catch some sharks and stuff, but he was not fishing with his toe yet. So there's been no update. All right, have you got an update?
Did he throw the toe?
Hell no, he's a coward.
Oh, he didn't throw his toe. Good grief. Let's see. Been throwing flukes on underspins ever since the Swarming Hornet sling blade. That's what he was talking about. Tyler Shonut says, I use long leaders because if my bait is going to fall below a fish, I don't want them to see my braid, especially on Lanier. Okay, I get that. Billy Goswick, does the line make a difference in a bait caster? I've been told braid is better for bait casters. I do know some guys that will take their bait caster and they will almost like a backing.
Yeah.
They'll put some braid on it and then they'll put enough fluoro or whatever on it that they can't outcast it, but they put braid on first because it allows the spool to spin faster. Now, I don't know that to be true. I've had some guys tell me that. You ever heard of that?
I've heard of that.
Just backing. And I tried it, but I blew it up.
That's
So
too much braid when it's on a bait caster.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're using leaders because you think bass are line shy, cranking and yanking. I will just say this, in the clear water, a lot of guys do use, like, their leader will be a fluoro leader, 8 pound. Even some guys use 6 pound because of the clear water spotted bass on a lot of these highland reservoirs. Tyler Shellnut says our bass are line shy. Braid is more forgiving on bait casters than fluoro. Yeah, I think braid is more forgiving as a whole on everything. But I
disagree.
good, like Darian Moss. He's so now I'm poor, so I use braid back in the cheap out on fluoro.
It's the way he spelled it.
I know it. You guys.
You're poured into something? Or
I know.
You're liquid?
Like the more I try to get away from it, the more it keeps coming back. And you know what I'm going to hear about tomorrow? That's all I'm going to hear about. Aaron Martin's used braid as backing, Michael Bradley said. So there was somebody come in. No, it was Thomas Epps that I fished with in Electric Bass Open. So he kind of threw me onto that. And so I did try it.
I've done
I
it.
use it as a filler because braid's a little bit cheaper than fluorocarbon. So I'll fill quarter, half of the spool.
Yeah.
You know, to where like
But
when
you're
you
just
start
using-
getting low
Yeah.
and you cast out and you get to braid, you
Yeah.
know you need to re-spool.
100%.
Okay, so you do it just to
Yes.
kind of to save on fluoro,
Yes.
but
nothing makes me more sad than to get down to the bottom, have to change out my spool line for whatever he's getting low, and I've got a bunch of line left on their fluoro, and it's all in just a curly Q pattern because I mean it's you're wasting all that fluoro at the bottom. So yeah, I backed it with braid.
Just use old mono.
Well,
you can do the same thing
you
with
can do the
mono.
same thing.
Just old mono.
Yeah, you can use the same thing with mono. But I know he told me that if you did it and you did it right and put it on there nice and tight, that it will allow your spool to spin a little bit faster because of the lightness of the braid. Now, I don't know that to be true, but I tried it. So let's see. Tried it. Cranking the Yankee says, yeah, I can see that most of the water I fish is stained or muddy. But beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
But beautiful. I think Bass R Line Shy, Adam W. Fish, and Danny, have y'all heard about the 2-boat crash on Lake Hamilton? That's the Lake Cass Fish, the All-American on deaths, I was told. No, I haven't heard that, and that's terrible. I hate to hear news
Today?
like that, but no. Was that today, Far Dog?
Mm.
Hogan, I back all my braid reels with fluoro. Oh, he backs all his braid reels with fluoro. He goes backwards.
Well,
Or am I reading that wrong?
well, they say to back it. If you're going to use braid, to back it with something. I use mono when I fill a line. If I feel a reel full of braid, I'm going to use a mono backing just so it bites a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about bait casters though. I think he's talking about a spinning
Oh,
rod
okay, yeah, no, that's different.
All right, let's
because
see.
it'll slip on the spool when you set the hook.
Right.
Straight braid, fish fast all year. Andrew Blair. I get you like that. I get you. Stillwater Films. How about using braid to fluoro for flipping? Some people put electrical tape on there. I know. I've actually done that
Yep.
before. I don't flip enough to answer that
I
question.
don't either.
Mm-mm.
I never used it.
You never?
Down in Florida.
You never did
Never
that?
used braid. I just used flip straight floor.
Flip straight fluoro. Jeremiah says, I don't use braid backing on a bait cast reel, but I will turn it on its side while casting. Sometimes to minimize side-by-side play in the spool for longer, smoother cast, I keep my reels loose. Okay, fair enough. Lipsticker said, when there's no wind on the clear lakes, you'll have to downsize the line. 4 to 6 pound test, 10 to 15 when you got some wind. Okay, makes sense. Have you guys fished at Lanier with the tubes or dice? If so, any recommendations? I know a lot of guys that have fished the dice, and they've done pretty well on Lanier. Pretty well. And it's more of a like a drop shot. They're fishing at drop shot.
I've been hearing a lot of people say they want to try the tubes, but I haven't heard anything else
Yeah, it's not tubes are not very popular.
about them doing it.
Lake Hartwell bass are so educated and smart. I believe they graduated from Clemson University. There's a lot of people that would debate you on how smart they are with that night there. But anyway, surprise backpacker. What's the difference between fishing forward-facing sonar and hunting deer over feeders? I know a lot of elite fishermen that have hunting leases that show pics hunting over them. I don't know that there is a difference. I mean, we kind of talked about that the other day. If you
Well,
a big difference, I don't think so. If you got a camera that will send it right to your phone, like in live time.
yeah,
Like if I got a stand right up here and I got one of those, I can sit right here.
yeah, but the
Ding
forward,
ding. I mean, I got to go get it, but
forward-facing sonar, you don't put your boat in the water and the fish come to you, though.
that's true.
I
But
mean, I'm not saying doesn't help you. I'm just saying I
I get it.
don't know if that's the same correlation.
I can see the similarities.
Yeah.
I can kind of see the similarities. Dead rabbit backs with mono. Tyler Shellnut. If you don't back the braid, the whole spool can slip and you can reel your spool, but the braid won't spin, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
absolutely.
on a spinning
Exactly,
reel.
yeah.
But they are making some. There's some Daiwas out there that have some stuff on the spool that makes it braid ready.
Okay.
I got that. Cranking and yanking. I only buy reels with holes in it in the spool so I can tie off to the holes. Never slips. I know some guys that
That's
do
true.
that.
That's true.
And I know some guys, listen, I actually know a couple of guys that will stick it in that hole and start to spin, but they will never tie it off. And it's okay, right there. And the reason being, this guy was saying that he went down he was going down the lake and a bait come loose and it shot off. And anyway, he didn't pay attention. He was fine. And when it finally got to the end of his line, he didn't notice his line coming off because he had it tied off. It jerked his entire rod off, which he probably didn't have it in the thing. But just for that reason alone, he doesn't tie them off.
Huh.
Is that why?
Knots are bulky.
He's just lazy.
Knots are bulky too.
They are.
It's once you start to get so low, the line will start catching on that knot.
Yeah, I got you. So You guys still like that X12 cast the best? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I fished the Bitsy tubes at time. Okay, there you go. They can be very good. I haven't fished with that. Let's see. Far Dog. Okay, here's about the wreck. Sunday night at 11:08, 3 deaths, 3 injured. Were recovered out of the water by Arkansas Game and Fish, 1 in critical condition.
Yeah, I think Slick did
a video on that. Yeah, I haven't seen Slick stuff, so I hate that. But that I get that for sure. I hate that. Now Silverpunk said forward facing in deer hunting would be like guiding the bullet to the deer. Okay, I can see where you're going with that. Off topic, but as a South Carolina fan, I'm glad they lost. He's talking about Clemson. We'll do a few more, and then we're going to call it a night here. Anyone ever tried – pull that up, Michael Hefner. Anyone ever tried to stick the soft side of some Velcro on a spool to hold the braid? Just a thought.
No.
I have not. Go Cox, baby. Darian Moss. So he's a South Carolina fan. And let's see. Let me read lip stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Forward facing sonar don't tell you what fish you are looking at. Still have to understand how the fish set up to know which fish you are seeing on forward facing sonar. You'll see all the fish, trash fish included.
Yep.
That is true. Steven Sturgeon, last one for the night. Anyone try the dice under a float, like they float and fly? I have not. Any of you guys?
No.
But I can see it working. I can actually see it working. Hogan says I put Velcro on the back of my frogs to help them stay on. Okay. Well, there you go. All right, guys, listen. All right, one more. Michael Bradley, you threw it in there. For the gentleman with the Douglas shirt, this is you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the LRS 724 for topwater?
I love my LRS rods. Love them.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you love them?
I like the way they load up when you get a fish on, and they keep them pinned. I would go to say I like the LRS better than the X Matrix, which is their higher line.
Okay. Well, like when what the heck's the name of that company we had? The Extreme Anglers over their titaniums. What's the brand of that? We had a brand of the rod, but FX.
Yeah.
I actually like their Extreme Angler better than their titanium, which was the higher series. All right, guys, listen, we're gonna cut it off right there. You guys were absolutely awesome tonight. Aquaholic says I use Fuzzy's free line, no weight. Anyway, first of all, again, let me go ahead and just for me only, sorry that you guys had to see a little bit of that, me losing my cool. Some things I take very seriously. So I appreciate you hanging with me through that and all that. So join me tomorrow at 12 and we'll do a lunch break. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. If you're fishing this weekend, if you're fishing in the Sheffield Benefit Tournament, hey, listen, be safe out there. Well, I'm apologizing to you that I let my emotions get to me. I'm not apologizing for what I believe, but I am apologizing that I kind of got a little feisty right there. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of your evening. Have a great weekend. If you're hanging around tomorrow, we'll do a free-for-all Friday on the lunch break, and we'll just go from there. Go do some push-ups and cool down. I'll do that.
I do too fish top water, Andrew. This is Lake Lanier.
Yeah, there you go. All right, you guys be good. Tony, you get them out of here on YouTube. You guys on TikTok, we'll see you later. Y'all be good out there.